43 northbound and southbound. You're a bit heavy between State Street and Keefe. On 894 westbound, right at 27th Street, the right shoulder blocked due to a crash. And I-41 northbound at Capitol Drive, the left lane blocked there due to a disabled vehicle. Time for your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Flood warnings still in effect. They continue for Ozaukee County until Friday, Kenosha County until Saturday, and then Waukesha and Dodge counties until further notice. Will be clear tonight, a low of 63 degrees. Thursday, mostly sunny. We'll see a little light smoke, a high of 78. Sunny and warm Friday with a high of 85, and then into the weekend, Saturday, partly cloudy. Will be warm and humid. Could see some rain and storm chances Saturday, high of 87. Partly cloudy, warm and humid Sunday, a high of 88. In Sheboygan, it's 75 degrees, 80 degrees right now in Madison, and it is 76 degrees in Milwaukee. I'm Neil Doyle, Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 6:08.
Your need-to-know cultural snapshot of Wisconsin and beyond. This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. A deep dive into all things intriguing, riveting, and entertaining. Now, here's your host, Sandy Maxx.
Good evening. What a beautiful night, and I am excited to be where the action is, broadcasting live from the Milwaukee Night Market. This is when Wisconsin Avenue is blocked off. It becomes the city's happiest and biggest block party. It's like 3 or 4 blocks long, and it is always such a smiling vibe as the sun is setting. It's not as crowded as it will get, but this is just such a happy group of strolling folks. I see people with their pets here, wagging tails. This is the place to shop for local artisans. Our WTMJ tent is about 3 booths east of the 3rd Street Market Hall entrance on Wisconsin Avenue. And I look to my right, and we have honey, locally made habanero-infused honey that you can try from mjdbees.com. I'm next to Chalotzen, which is where you can stop by and buy a plant, maybe take a succulent home and make your home greener. There's Above MKE, who will talk to that aerial photographer, Charlie Antoine, later in the show. So that's just some of the artful and tasty things, and we'll be bringing you stories from the Milwaukee Night Market. Oh my gosh, my first guest arrived. Oh, we're going to meet Heidi from Sweet Caroline Sweet Corn, and she just showed up with a beautiful, beautiful cob of corn. So we're going to find out about that. But I'm telling you, I love being where the action is, and this is such a happy vibe. Here till 10 o'clock is the Milwaukee Night Market, and they're once a month, and I know how it happens. You're like, oh, this snuck up on me. September 10th, and they added October 1st because July's Milwaukee Night Market got postponed because of bad weather. And we've had our fair share of bad weather. So if you're just like, oh my gosh, it's nice to not have rain, come on out and breathe some fresh air and meet some fine folks, taste some food, sip some beverages. The Plaza pop-up, the Vel R. Phillips Plaza that's now at 4th and Wisconsin, is beautiful space. There's a mobile karaoke booth there. You can sing along, and there's a vintage beer truck. So there is just so much to stroll and enjoy and experience, and I bet you bump into somebody that you know, because this is such a great vibe. It's people who are just getting off of work. It's people who live downtown. Heck, it's people who are visiting, coming out of a hotel going, does this happen every day? No, just one Wednesday a month at Milwaukee Night Market. And you know what has kicked up the vibe around here? Let's hear it for your Milwaukee Brewers. 12 in a row, fresh off the streak, and that means a dozen wins gets us Brewers fans free hamburgers at George Webb. So I'm thrilled that you have joined me. This is a supersized episode of What's on Tap, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. So on the air with you till 9 o'clock, live on location here until 8 at the Milwaukee Night Market right here on Wisconsin Avenue. And then we'll go inside 3rd Street Market Hall into the WTMJ studio till 9. But this is going to be fun. We're going to bring you the voice of the vice president of George Webb Restaurants to give us the details on how we get our free hamburgers. That'll be just after the 8 o'clock news. And you're going to get a special preview of this weekend's Irish Fest. Oh, yeah. There's a lot in store today. So stay with me here on What's on Tap. You know, of course, welcome you to text the word WATCH. Text the word WATCH, WATCH, to the Siding Unlimited WTMJ Talk and Text line, because you'll be able to see what it looks like here at the Milwaukee Night Market, and you'll be able to see how good this corn looks from Sweet Caroline. So stay with us. Text the word WATCH, WATCH, to 855-616-1620. I've just told you some of the things we have planned, and you're also welcome to share your Brewers glee on that 855-616-1620 Siding Unlimited talk and text line. So next, tempting your taste buds with corn you can sing along to. Sweet Caroline, Sweet Corn. Heidi Harrow joins me next on What's on Tap.
And a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Would you like fries with that? 12 in a row for the crew.
Bikers need protection, not just from other drivers, but unfortunately from insurance companies too. If you've been injured in a motorcycle crash, call Gruber Law Offices today. Bikers are often blamed for causing the accident because the insurance companies simply don't want to pay. At Gruber Law Offices, we've been fighting for injured bikers and their families for more than 30 years. Trust us to fight for what you deserve. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Sandy Maxx at WTMJ to tell you about incredible career opportunities. You've already heard that my friends at Three Pillars Senior Living Communities in Dousman, great place to live, ranked best in continuing care, assisted and independent living in Wisconsin, and also it's a certified great place to work. And Three Pillars is hiring caregivers within their assisted living and memory care communities. Full and part-time, day, evening, starting at $20 per hour. And you could get more based on experience and on the shifts. Best part, you're going to make a difference in the lives of others every day at Three Pillars. Go to threepillars.org and click on the Careers tab to learn more.
It's Gina Della. You've heard me define what makes Pella Windows and Doors different. Let me introduce you to the woman behind the billboards, commercials, and share my extraordinary journey of resilience, reinvention, and shattering glass ceilings every Saturday morning at 6:30 on 620 WTMJ and anywhere you stream podcasts for What's the Difference with Gina Della to discuss business coaching across all industries, featuring successful executives, entrepreneurs, and mentors along the way. This is a story you won't want to miss.
Get the help you need Saturday morning with How To Radio. At 7, it's the WTMJ Fix It Show with David Nason, featuring this week's guest, Siding Unlimited. At 9, plan your dream vacation with the Fox World Travel Show. Yet at 10, get financial guidance during Money Talk. Contact Annex Wealth Management for an unbiased review of your investments at annexwealth.com. How To Radio, Saturday mornings on WTMJ. You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx on WTMJ.
Ba, ba, ba. You kind of got to do that, don't you? I'm Sandy Maxx, live from Milwaukee Night Market, right on Wisconsin Avenue, right just outside the 3rd Street Market Hall is where you'll find the WTMJ tent. So welcome you to stop by, say hi, give me a high five, because your Milwaukee Brewers hit that 12-game streak. George Webb free hamburgers are in the sights. They will announce tomorrow at noon exactly when those burgers are going to be available for all of us fans. And you know we're celebrating here at WTMJ, and you'll hear more of that game-winning call and just the enthusiasm. And if you're psyched about the Brewers win, feel free and share your enthusiasm on the Siding Unlimited WTMJ Talk and Text line 855-616-1620. Definitely seeing folks with Brewers caps and Brewers shirts here at Milwaukee Night Market. A free fun festival going on till 10 o'clock tonight. It happens once a month right here, and I'm just so happy to be here in the excitement. And there is a lot of food to nibble on of all kinds of local vendors. You know how we always say shop local and support your local vendors? This is a great time to do that. And we just played Sweet Caroline. Well, from Sweet Caroline's Sweet Corn, Heidi Harrow is with me. Hi, Heidi.
Hi, thank you for having me.
It is absolutely my pleasure. We tried this on a previous night market, but I got the impression you were so busy that you couldn't tear yourself away from your Sweet Caroline booth.
It's a little busy down here. I'm actually surprised we can hear each other because it's such a vibe.
Yeah.
It's such a good time. I love this event.
What do you love about the Milwaukee Night Market? Why do you want to be part of it?
It is extraordinary to see all the local artisans, not only food, but crafters and like people sharing their gifts and talents with the community. It's what it's all about. It's about sharing our gifts with each other and sharing our passions with each other. And all the vendors are so excited to be doing what they're doing and to be showing the community what they've been working on. So,
well, you're showing us a nice big cob of corn here. If you text the word watch to the Siding Unlimited WTMJ Talk and Text line 855-616-1620. Text the word watch and you will see a glorious cob of colorful, bright corn. Is there anything on this cob of corn?
This is just your plain and simple corn dipped in butter, but the corn is in full effect right now. Our local farmers have their first round of corn. It just came in the last couple of weeks, and so it's just going to get better for a few more weeks. And it's pretty amazing how big these cobs of corn are tonight. So that's what I brought.
And for us city folk, I didn't realize the first harvest is happening.
Yes.
That's cool. And
Yes.
so how did you become Sweet Caroline Sweet Corn? You're just talking about gifts and passions and talents. Tell us what has attracted you,
Well, I loved
Heidi.
your intro because the song Sweet Caroline actually inspired us to use that as our business name. And because
How?
it's so much fun and it just brings enthusiasm wherever it's played. And so my husband has owned a restaurant for many years. I've always been in the service industry, and so we've always been tapped into the local foods and wanting to just be in it always. And so we were thinking, what is our favorite street food and how can we elevate it? How can we make it special? And we came up with Sweet Caroline, and we started at farmers markets. We worked with our farmer that was 2 tents down. He would pick the corn in the morning, he would bring it over to the tent, and we would roast it. And so that's how we got our start, and it's just grown since then. And it's been a wonderful, amazing experience. Connecting with community members and also just with vendors. It's so fun.
Sharing great food and just the smell of roasted corn. So for anybody who didn't go to the Wisconsin State Fair and get your fill of tasty roasted corn, there's a smell about it. It's a very sensual experience. You get to see it, you get to hold it, you get to taste it, you get to crunch into it, all the good things.
Yes.
What is it about corn that attracted you? It's easy to walk with, it's a portable food, but is there something particularly special about?
We would always go to festivals and look for Mexican street corn.
Yeah.
And so we were like, we have to have this available in more spots around Milwaukee. And so that's why we wanted to start with that. We do obviously the dipped in corn staple.
Dip it in butter.
Yes, and plain and simple in a cup. Our friends that have dentures and braces are so excited to see us because we'll take everything off the cob for you, and then we'll put specialty toppings on it. So the corn is sweet and fresh, and then we'll add savory options. We've got a barbecue bacon option, a firecracker with flamin' hot Cheeto dust on it. You can make it as spicy and hot as you want, or you can make it plain and simple. So there's so many things that you can do.
What other toppings do you have? Don't hold back. Tempt our taste buds.
Lime, tahini, salt, pepper, bacon. Add bacon to anything.
Right,
Add bacon to everything. So, yeah.
All right, so what would the brewers need to do for you to give away free Sweet Caroline sweet corn?
Oh, what a great concept. Let me check in with my husband first. He's a major fan, and he could come up with something really amazing.
Oh, give it some thought. So who is working with you here tonight at Milwaukee Night Market?
Tonight it is my husband and our very good friend, and then my 2 kids are in the booth with us. One is dipping the corn, and one is at the register. So come
How
and
old
say
are your
hi.
kids?
9 and 10.
That's a family affair.
Yes, and it's exciting that they want to be a part of it with us, and that it's something that everybody looks forward to.
Do they look forward to working with Mom and Dad
Absolutely.
at Sweet Caroline Sweet Corn? It's not a drag for them?
No, not yet.
Oh my gosh.
Not yet.
Do they like to sing the song?
Always. Who doesn't, right?
Ba, ba, ba. It does. It brings people together.
Yes.
And it's kind of a baseball. It goes with the Red Sox. We need kind of keep that positive energy going.
Yeah.
So what else do you have planned for the rest of this summer with Sweet Caroline Sweet Corn?
We will be at a few local events all over. We got an event in Shorewood Feast. We'll be back in Milwaukee. October
1st. Yeah.
Yep, for the rain date. And a few other things here and there. So check us out on our social media, Sweet Caroline MKE, and we'll post our schedule there, and you can come and check us out.
Do you want to keep it this kind of a manageable sweet corn pop-up? Or do you have bigger aspirations? Really?
We would love it.
What's
yes.
going big? What's in the big vision?
I mean, we're talking about brewers here, so bring us to AmFam. That would be the magic.
I like that. Yeah. This is good. We're channeling the brewers' magic today for sure.
Yes.
And your husband, big fan.
Oh, for sure.
Who would you say your husband's favorite brewer is?
They're really into the new pitcher.
The Miz.
Yes. Yes.
As they should be. Mm-hmm. No shame in that Miz game.
No.
So when you're here at Milwaukee Night Market, are there booths that you make sure to stop by? Are there people that you look forward to seeing?
We are big fans of the ice cream truck So, like, we'll just take breaks and run over and get ice cream.
That makes sense. You're roasting corn where it's really hot. Yeah, go take a cool,
Yes.
refreshing break.
Absolutely.
She is Heidi Harrow of Sweet Caroline Sweet Corn. Thank you for stopping by and making
for having
time
me.
and sharing your story. And again, the socials?
Sweet Caroline MKE.
Sweet Caroline MKE. Follow around and nibble on some delicious corn. And how long is the harvest going to be? How long?
We're going to get a good month out of local corn, and
Great.
then we'll reach up into northern Wisconsin and get it until the frost comes. So
Really? Do you have a favorite farm or a regular farm that you work with?
we have tons of farmer friends.
Wonderful.
And one of our farms that we get early on in the season, because they have farms that go down south, so we can still buy and purchase local, but it's like Georgia corn, is Borzinski's farm. So
Interesting.
We've loved to be able to partner with them because it's local, but also we're bringing it up and it's still going to local.
Well, I love that you've tapped into the agriculture and you're bringing city folk the country corn so we can
Absolutely.
stroll and enjoy at Milwaukee Night Market. Heidi Harrow, Sweet Caroline Sweet Corn, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of tonight's night market and the rest of your summer.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. And WTMJ News and a visit with local drone photographer Charlie Antoine is coming up on What's on Tap.
The 2025 Metro Builders Association Parade of Homes presented by Nuns. See 12 new homes by MBA Builders in 2 Menominee Falls neighborhoods, Quietwood and Bella Vista Estates. See the latest new home designs, grand finishes, and cutting-edge features in convenient subdivision locations that offer exciting opportunities to build your dream home. Don't miss the Metro Builders Association Parade of Homes, August 9th through September 1st. For tickets and hours, visit mbaparadeofhomes.com today.
Brake issues, electrical issues, four-wheel drive issues, exhaust issues, and even my car just won't start issues.
You name it, we fixed it.
So the next time you're due for service, drive it on into Richlands and let our ASE certified technicians get you fixed up and safely back on the road.
Nothing warms my heart more than seeing our customers drive out of here with big old smiles on their faces. And all the credit goes to our staff, the most friendly, honest, hard-working, knowledgeable people in the business.
5 conveniently located facilities, all AAA approved.
And all staffed by ASE certified technicians ready to provide you with top-notch service.
And after your vehicle's been serviced, drop us a Google review and let us know how we did.
Because a Google review from you goes a long way. I'm Brett Matchke with Richlands. You're due for service.
Richlands Tire and Service, such a refreshing change. Richlands.
This is Matt Meitner, owner of Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Do you find yourself talking to your dog but feel like she's not listening to you?
Bella, sit!
Are you constantly repeating yourself but she's not following your directions?
Sit! Sit!
Frustrating, isn't it? At Sit Means Sit Dog Training, we want to help you have a happy, confident, and obedient dog, and we also want to make the training process an enjoyable and worthwhile experience. Contact Sit Means Sit today to schedule a free consultation so we can create a customized training program so you are able to have the dog you want and deserve.
Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Sorry, we don't train husbands, wives, or kids.
Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on August 19th.
Uh-oh. Churio sends it deep to left, and there she goes.
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Chicago Cubs.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh, my goodness. Third deck.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Delta Dental of Wisconsin. Tune in August 19th at 7:05 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee or check your local listings to watch the game.
This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx.
Just give me the night.
Broadcasting live from Milwaukee Night Market. It is an absolutely gorgeous summer night. The sun is setting and shining right down Wisconsin Avenue, lighting up the buildings. It's a beautiful night. A light breeze. Goodness knows we deserve some nice weather. After everything we've been through since, last Friday night, really enjoying the vibe here. People strolling, holding hands, smiling. People of all ages. People that you would probably bump into and go, hey, I haven't seen you in ages. It is just a joy here at Milwaukee Night Market. Thank you so much for joining me for this on-location episode of What's on Tap, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. Handcrafted, homegrown, world-class. Discover more at visitmilwaukee.org. And I defy anybody to say that they wouldn't want to visit Milwaukee. If you watch the YouTube live stream right now, text the word watch to the Sighting Unlimited WTMJ Talk and Text line. Text watch and we'll send you that link and you can see the happy, fun vibe that is going on here on the street on this block party. And I've been also asking you to pipe in on the Sighting Unlimited WTMJ Talk and Text line if you have some happy vibes about the Brewers. If you didn't already hear, your Milwaukee Brewers have done it. They hit the 12-game winning streak. This means free hamburgers from George Webb Restaurants. They will announce tomorrow at noon when we get our free burgers. And you will hear from the vice president of George Webb Restaurants with more details and the history of this fun tradition here in Milwaukee just after 8 o'clock. On What's on Tap tonight. But looking at some of the comments so far, Peter texted in, back in the 60s and early 70s, although George Webb never had to give away free burgers, they frequently had coupons in the newspaper that offered 4 burgers for 96 cents, and then the 4-cent sales tax meant 4 burgers for $1. I'm not sure that math adds up, but I get what you mean. 920 texted in, I've been a Brewers fan for years. I welcome anyone to the bandwagon. This team has something special. Doug texted in, this is the most fun I've had in a baseball season since '82. This is mind-boggling. Just keep winning. That is some fun vibes. And then 920 also texted in, I believe Uke is sitting in the front row up in heaven enjoying every minute. This is such a special time to be watching these Brewers games and not even worried that they won't chip back from maybe a 5-run deficit or just coming on gangbusters and having a 12-0 lead. This has been a fun team to watch, and it is going to continue to be a fun team to watch. So feel free to chime in with your Brewers enthusiasm. 855-616-1620 is the Sighting Unlimited WTMJ Talk and Text line. I'm excited to bring you more stories from Milwaukee Night Market, from artists and creators, and also some we have a chef just across the way at Baked Dreams. Maybe you know Chef Tamisha. She's going to talk about how she makes everything from scratch. And she's got some delicious looking cupcakes. So I am excited to bring you more stories from Milwaukee Night Market, including aerial photographer Charlie Antoine is next. But first we go to the WTMJ Breaking News Center. Here is Neil Doyle.
Thanks, Sandy. After historic flooding across southeast Wisconsin, Governor Tony Evers is requesting support from FEMA. The governor's office and Wisconsin Emergency Management have been working with communities across the state to see how much impact and damage the storms have brought to both neighborhoods and businesses. Governor Evers toured Wauwatosa earlier this week after the Menominee River flooded and damaged a significant part of the business improvement district. State officials are still urging Wisconsinites to report any flood or water damage by calling 211. They say that will help the state calculate the amount of funding it needs to request from federal authorities. A 12-year-old boy is dead after drowning near the Pershing Park boat launch in Racine. Officers responded around 8:15 this morning. 3 boys were playing near the boat launch when one boy jumped into the water but struggled when he resurfaced before eventually going under. Authorities say his friends tried to rescue him. The dive team recovered his body about an hour later. In West Allis, there is a current water main break on 84th Street between Lapham and Orchard. The northbound lanes are currently closed and traffic is being rerouted eastbound. Repairs are estimated to be completed by about 8 o'clock tonight. Crews are asking people to avoid that area. Let's take a look at some of the other roads with your WTMJ Time Saver traffic. 894 eastbound right at 60th Street. The right shoulder is blocked due to a crash. I-41 northbound at Capitol Drive, part of the left lane blocked there due to a disabled vehicle. And still some roadway flooding on I-41 northbound right near County Line Road. Part of that right lane is still closed. Time for your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Flood warnings continue for Ozaukee County until Friday, Kenosha County until Saturday, and Waukesha and Dodge counties until further notice. Tonight, mainly clear, low of 63. Will be mostly sunny, some light smoke Thursday, high of 78 degrees. Friday, sunny and warmer with a high of 85. And then into the weekend, Saturday, partly cloudy, will be warm and humid. Chances for some rain and storms Saturday, high of 87. Sunday, partly cloudy, still warm and humid, and we could see a few storms on Sunday with a high of 88. In Green Bay, it's 76 degrees. Right now, 75 in Kenosha, and it is 76 degrees in Milwaukee. I'm Neil Doyle, Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 6:32.
As the kiddos get ready to get back to school, you can find really great back-to-school savings at St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores. School supplies and some surprisingly cool clothing too. And teachers, you get an additional discount. Get the best back-to-school bargains at St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores on Highway 100 in Layton and Greenfield, 23rd in Lincoln, and 76th and Bradley Road in Milwaukee.
Ooh, you're gonna love it, St. Vincent de Paul.
Hey, deal hunters, the shelves are loaded and our prices won't be beat at Fleet Farm. Get 5 quarts of Mobil 1 full synthetic oil for just $21.99 after $5 rebate. Take 30% off all Eukanuba dog foods. And all Rust-Oleum Painter's Touch 2X spray paints are buy one, get one 50% off. From pets to paints to pickups, let Fleet Farm help take care of all your day-to-day needs. Always at the best prices, guaranteed. And check out all our weekly deals at fleetfarm.com.
Summer in Milwaukee is non-stop.
Festivals, live music, and fresh city vibes fill the season.
From world-famous cultural celebrations to hidden gem street fairs, every neighborhood is a stage, alive with handcrafted traditions, homegrown talent, and world-class entertainment.
Music, flavor,
culture. Whenever you visit, the Cream City is ready to celebrate. This summer, don't just visit, experience Milwaukee, the city of festivals. Learn more at visitmilwaukee.org/fest.
So how is that possible? 1.9% real estate commission? There must be something you're not telling me.
I hear that a lot. The truth is, everybody could do it, but they choose not to because folks keep paying more than they have to. I guess they just haven't heard yet that Century 21 Benefit Realty can make that 1.9% real estate commission promise on the sale of your home and stick to it. So I'd like to think that's going to make your decision easy. This is Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty, benefit-realty.com, where you pay less for full service. Each office is independently owned and operated. You only get one chance to make a first impression, and that goes double for your home listing, because that's how you're going to get the most value. By having a customized marketing plan specific to your property with professional photos, global marketing, and the built-in experience that Century 21 Benefit Realty has brought to the table since 2004. And being joined with Century 21 just makes all of the above stand out that much more. This is Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty, benefit-realty.com, where you pay less for full service. Each office is independently owned and operated.
A buck doesn't buy much unless you're spending it at Griffin. For just $1 over cost, you can buy brand new tires from us. This is Jim Griffin. Any major brand, $1 over our cost with free tire repair and lifetime rotation. We'll even show you the invoice to prove it. Our only requirements, we put them on for you. Buy one or the whole set. The dollar deal from Griffin. Milwaukee, Waukesha, Fort Atkinson, and Jefferson. Griffin. The buck stops here. The deals on tires don't. That's Griffin.
Not combinable with other tire offers. What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx is back on WTMJ.
Just give me the night.
Live at Milwaukee Night Market on Wisconsin Avenue. This is a fantastic block party on a beautiful, beautiful night. The sun is setting. There's a light breeze. There are people walking around in Brewer shirts because, oh yeah, in case you didn't hear, as WTMJ, your flagship station, I'm honored to report that, yes, Milwaukee Brewers beat the Pirates and have now extended that winning streak to 12 games. That means free hamburgers from George Webb restaurants. Do not show up tonight. They are not prepared. They are announcing tomorrow when the George Webb hamburgers will be distributed. That will be about a noon announcement. You know we'll keep you updated here on WTMJ. And just after 8 o'clock, the vice president of George Webb Restaurants will have the details. So something very much to look forward to, but I think that's the least of it. We have hamburgers to look forward to. I think we have even more Brewers baseball to look forward to. And on this Siding Unlimited WTMJ Talk and Text line, been taking your happy comments, the glee after the victory. And I got a funny text from 224. Steven texted in, I think Kopp's Custard needs to step up their game and offer free custard and free grilled cheeses if they win 15 in a row. All right, that's been thrown down. Maybe Kopp's will. Thank you, Stephen, for that text. 855-616-1620 is the number to call. And if you text the word watch, WATCH, to that number, you can see us right here, live at Milwaukee Night Market. And you can see that I am joined by a guest, an artist, a photographer. Introduce yourself to everyone.
Hi, my name is Charlie Antoine. Most people know me as the photographer for Above MKE on all social media channels.
And Above MKE, it literally is.
It is.
Beautiful.
Above MKE, yep.
skyline city shots, lakefront shots?
More specifically, it's drone photography. So,
okay.
Yeah.
And what is one of your favorite images that you've been able to capture?
That's people ask me that all the time.
Then you should have a really good answer by now, Charlie.
It changes all the time, though, because every year I feel like I'm super proud of some specific photo that I've captured. Like last year, for instance, I had a beautiful sunset. I was at Marquette campus, and it recently got published in a local magazine as a full-page spread, so I was pretty proud of that one.
Sure, because that as soon as you said Marquette, like I have an emotional flutter because that's my alma mater.
Yeah.
But it is using those moments to really capture beauty and sentiment. And what are you showing here? What artwork do you have at your night market booth?
I try to bring a little bit of everything because I never really know what people are looking for. A lot of times they're decorating their home or office, and specifically they want their home or office in the photo. So, I try to have a lot of angles from all over downtown, lakefront. I also have a different variety of events like Summerfest or even the night market itself.
I hadn't thought of looking for your own office or home in a photo, especially for people who live downtown. Are there other neighborhoods that you do the drone photography?
Yeah, I typically go downtown. I've kind of dabbled in all areas specifically, but most often I find myself down here. In the summer, though, there's so many events going on. I feel like I'm more of a photojournalist rather than just a normal photographer. So I try to go to every single event that I can and get photos of said event. So
now I got to enjoy some time with you in May, and it was a blustery day. It was a laughably chilly day in May, but it was for the lighting of the east side of the Hone Bridge, which was a very magical and special occasion. And I got to spend time with you, and I also got to spend time with Nate Vomhoff, who's another drone photographer. And I was very charmed that the two of you are friends.
Yeah.
You got along, you talked shop, I saw the drones, you kind of elevated them at the same time and went with different angles. And I guess I expected there maybe to be a little bit more competition or that's sort of like...
I mean, in the literal sense, tonight we have competing booths, so to speak.
Nate's
but no,
here as well,
we're good friends, and we have been for years now, ever since I started. I think I met him the same year I started. I ran into him randomly on the lakefront back in 2020. And, there's a great community of drone pilots, drone photographers in Milwaukee. I would say 2 to 3 dozen or so. And I think we all have a pretty nice little tight-knit community. We've all gotten to know each other, whether we're running into each other randomly or we actually have a group chat too. So we try to keep communication open.
I like to hear that there is a community and that there's the sharing of knowledge and ideas. And are there collaborations?
I wouldn't say there's so much collaborations. I think what's cool is everyone has their own unique style. Like everyone can take the same photo and it'll be, stylized in so many different ways because everyone has a different creative vision.
And what's your approach to drone photography that makes it different?
I like to make my photos more vibrant and colorful just because that's how I like to, that's my style, so to speak, my artistic style. But, you just never really know what you're going to capture. Sometimes it's luck. But, with experience comes the ability to compose really neat shots too. So, it depends. It varies all the time. Sometimes you just, once you get up in the air, you never really know what you're going to capture.
Talking with drone photographer Charlie Antoine. Above MKE is your signature, is what I would say. That people would know you from and on social media. Were you a photographer before you became a drone photographer?
I was, yeah. I had several years of professional experience, more through my full-time job. I started flying drones in 2020. I got furloughed for a time being, and I was just looking for something fun to do.
And gets you outside.
It was an open-air activity that I could do when, everything was shut down, and literally had no expectations. And it's kind of just took off from there. No pun intended, but
see what you did. See what you did.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to shooting next?
I call myself a sunset chaser or sunrise chaser. I think the fall is definitely the best time for sunrises and sunsets, not to mention the autumn colors, of course. I make an annual trip out to Holy Hill if I can. because the Kettle Moraine Forest is pretty beautiful too. But I mean, downtown still has its colors, and I look forward to that as well.
For the gearheads, what drone do you use? You're going to drop some numbers and models on me, aren't you?
I'll drop the, yeah, I use a DJI Mavic 3, but I definitely had to work my way up to that drone. It's a professional line drone, but for people always ask me what they should start out. DJI is a great brand to start out on, like the Mini 4 and the Air are great drones. That's what I started out on too. So.
And then tell me the fun stuff of how you're talking about sunsets and that sort of thing. How cold can it be that you can still operate a drone, and how windy can it be and you can still get the shot that you want?
I haven't had any temperature limits so far. That's more how much the human being can take, like wearing gloves and hat and all that stuff. Wind, I try not to fly anything more than 20 or so miles an hour, because it can gust more or so. But
and then what about the rain? Did you try at all?
No, I wouldn't recommend flying in the rain.
Hey, again, I don't know. I don't want to damage things.
Yeah, moisture,
that would be
moisture and electronics don't mix too.
Yeah, I would say that would be me. Like, hey, check out the lightning. And I just ruined my drone. Wah, wah. What is in the future for Above MKE? Would you like to be doing this full time? Is there a path to that?
I don't know that I'm there. I like doing it kind of as a side hustle. I enjoy. I look for work all the time, so I do a variety of things. I do events. I do real estate. You name it. And of course, I sell prints like I'm doing here tonight. So really, I do. I don't like to limit myself when it comes to what services I provide. I've struck a good balance, I would say, and I don't think I'm looking to go anything beyond that because it's fun, really.
The Above MKE booth is just 2 booths away from the WTMJ booth. You're right by the entrance of 3rd Street Market Hall and the huge MKE letters. So people are stopping
right
to get
next door.
Their Instagram photo. Yeah. They have to see you.
Yeah, please stop by.
And you said you'd been busy already so far. Just tell me,
it's been great.
Tell me what print people have been gravitating to.
No surprise, considering you were just talking about it. I just sold out of all my AmFam field photos.
Oh, yeah.
We got to celebrate the win streak going on and go get your burgers.
Let's go, Brewers. He is Charlie Antoine. Above MKE on Instagram. Everything else?
Everything else, all the same. Yep.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for spending time with me. Have
Thank
a great
so much,
now. Get back into your booth.
Yes,
Have a great rest of your night market.
Thank you so much.
And next, a Violent Femmes special concert announcement on What's on Tap.
Bank 5-9 has a mission to make lives better. They make it a priority to give back to their customers, communities, and their employees. In fact, Bank 5-9 was just honored again by the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel as a top workplace. That makes 16 years in a row. Want to learn more about working with the great people at Bank 5-9? Visit bank59.com/careers. Equal Opportunity Employer, member FDIC.
As host of the Fix-It Show, I've talked to countless homeowners worried about musty basements, water seepage, and foundation cracks. And my answer is always the same. Call Accurate Basement Repair. They're not just Wisconsin's #1 rated foundation and waterproofing team. They deliver real peace of mind. I've recommended them for years because I know the quality of their work. And more importantly, the integrity behind it.
Wow, we're grateful for that trust, David. Every home we restore, we treat like our own. And that's what Accurate is all about.
They're not just good, they're accurate.
We got spirit, yes we do. We got spirit, how about you?
Hi, I'm Matt Dorner, CEO of Milwaukee Downtown Bid 21. Downtown Employee Appreciation Week is back August 18th through the 22nd with daily giveaways, office challenge games, and much more. It's all designed to boost your team's spirits. Learn how your company can participate at MilwaukeeDowntown.com.
Hey, it's Jeff Sherman, host of The Upswing. Working downtown doesn't just mean being at the center of business. It means you're a part of Milwaukee's heartbeat. There are so many perks, whether it's grabbing a quick bite, catching a show after work, or connecting with people who care and share the passion for the city. And Downtown Employee Appreciation Week, August 18th through 22nd, is when it all comes alive in a special way. If you want to discover more on how you can live, work, and play right here in the heart of it all, check out MilwaukeeDowntown.com.
Now that you're ready to purchase a new bike, do yourself a solid by stopping by one of our Wheel and Sprocket stores to test ride an electric bike, better known today as an e-bike. And let me tell you, these bikes are a game changer because you can ride a whole lot further without even breaking a sweat. We're talking 20 to 50 miles on a single charge. So even riding uphill comes with tons of thrills. But before you decide, stop by any of our Wheel and Sprocket locations first and let us explain in detail what e-bikes are all about. And once you're here, you'll find rows and rows of bikes in a bunch of different styles and colors for you to see, touch, feel, and even test ride. After all, here at Wheel and Sprocket, we love bikes, which is why bikes are all we do.
Visit wheelandsprocket.com for a location near you.
I'm Amelia Kegel with Wheel and Sprocket. Life is short. Enjoy your ride.
Welcome back to What's on Tap on WTMJ.
Just give me the night.
Hanging out at Milwaukee Night Market. It is absolutely gorgeous here. Milwaukee Night Market, presented by Clover, is a monthly block party on a Wednesday downtown, and from on Wisconsin Avenue, from like 4th Street all the way down to 2nd, and then up Martin Luther King Jr. Drive for a block. So it's like this T-shape, and man, is it a happy vibe. It's a good vibe. It's a gorgeous night because, as you know, we have been waiting for good weather, and a lot of us have earned it. So if you've had a hectic week dealing with basements and crunk and cleanup, treat yourself. Come here. It is on till 10 o'clock tonight. There is entertainment. There's all sorts of delicious food. Does it sound much more summery than having a Chilwaukee popsicle, supporting a local family business? Carrie's Krispies is back here. They have gourmet Rice Krispie treats, and they were a guest at What's on Tap in June, and also Caribbean taste. So all sorts of flavors that you can try here from local businesses and shop all sorts of local artisans. And in just a little bit, you will meet some more local artisans. Right here, a collective of women called Makery Maven, which I'm very excited about, and Baked Dreams. We'll find out about delicious made from scratch. But I was telling you about Violent Femmes. Well, one of the places here on Wisconsin Avenue is the Riverside Theater. Well, due to overwhelming demand, the Violent Femmes added a second show at the end of their fall tour. So they will be performing on October 18th, which is sold out, and now October 19th for a second show at the Riverside Theater, which is just great. Hometown band, and you know, with them capping off their tour in their hometown, it's going to be really special. And tickets just went on sale today, PabstTheaterGroup.com. For longtime fans, this is going to be special because they're playing both albums, Hallowed Ground. They start with that, and then they play their debut album. So those two albums in their entirety, Brian Ritchie, Gordon Gano, and John Sparrow, who's been the drummer now for 20 years with Violent Femmes. For longtime fans and for newcomers, check it out. Riverside Theater just announced October 19th. Tickets went on sale today. Don't get sold out. This is going to be one of the best shows of the autumn. An evening with the Violent Femmes. PabstTheaterGroup.com. And the song you need to hear, it's a true classic from the Femmes. Get ready to turn it up on What's on Tap.
Brake issues, electrical issues, four-wheel drive issues, exhaust issues, and even my car just won't start issues.
You name it, we fixed it.
So the next time you're due for service, drive it on into Richlands and let our ASE certified technicians get you fixed up and safely back on the road.
Nothing warms my heart more than seeing our customers drive out of here with big old smiles on their faces. And all the credit goes to our staff, the most friendly, honest, hard-working, knowledgeable people in the business.
5 conveniently located facilities, all AAA approved,
and all staffed by ASE certified technicians ready to provide you with top-notch service.
And after your vehicle's been serviced, drop us a Google review and let us know how we did.
Because a Google review from you goes a long way. I'm Brett Matchke with Richlands. You're due for service.
Richlands Tire and Service, such a refreshing change. Richlands.
When's the last time you hopped out of bed without that knee or your back just aching? Or you walked down a flight of stairs without groaning, step by step, right? When's the last time you felt good? The pain never disappears, nothing changes, and you just kind of tough it out. WTMJ's Eric Bilstead here for QC Kinetics. Well, the time is now to set up your free consultation with the pros at QC Kinetics. Their regenerative treatments help restore and repair damaged joint tissue. Natural cellular therapies that can help you. There's no knives, no pills, just long-term relief with no dreaded recovery. You can set up a consultation for free, and you can bring your x-rays and your old MRIs for a no-pressure chat and a thorough evaluation. Call QC Kinetics. Worst case, you learn something new. Best case, you get your life back. Call QC Kinetics today, 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. Call QC Kinetics today.
Loyalty, family. Few things are more important. This is WTMJ's Steve Scafidi and Loyal Family Renovations. They saved the day after a brutal storm in Oak Creek. Hail damage, yeah, I had a lot of it. But Jeff, Jake, and the whole team, absolute pros, made the entire process smooth as can be. Let's be honest, not everyone knows how to deal with adjusters. They handle all the questions, quick answers, top-notch customer service. In just 2 days, my roof was done. If storm damage hits, call the team that made it easy for me. Loyal Family Renovations. Visit loyalfamilyrenovations.com.
If you missed this,
Jonathan Lavoie, renowned criminal defense attorney, is a partner at Kim and Lavoie, and he is with us.
I think there's a real shot that the judge may allow for some type of bail with very strict conditions.
Or this.
The amount of damage done to the Iran nuclear sites, can you talk about that?
He continues to argue that they were completely destroyed, that they were obliterated.
Catch up on the Wisconsin's Afternoon News podcast at WTMJ.com, presented by Dave Draycamp Heating.
You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx on WTMJ. And now, feast your ears. This is the song you need to hear.
Most blokes going to be playing at 10. These go to 11.
Are we excited or what? The Riverside Theater is just down the street as I broadcast live from Milwaukee Night Market tonight, and Violent Femmes, one of our most original Milwaukee bands, announced their second show, and it will sell out, so don't wait to get tickets to their Sunday, October 19th show at the Riverside Theater, an evening with the Violent Femmes. They're going to play their first 2 albums in their entirety, and the song you need to hear, it's kind of woven into Milwaukee's musical DNA. You hear it at stadiums. Heck, they probably played it today at American Family Field while the Brewers won the game. You hear it in movies, in commercials. It is Blister in the Sun with an unmistakable, catchy drum beat. Turn it up. It's Blister in the Sun, the song you need to hear by the Violent Femmes on What's on Tap.
Just might stop to check you out. When I'm out walking, I strut my stuff, and I'm so strung out. And I'm high as a kite, I just might stop to check you out. Body and beats, I stain my sheets. I don't even know why. My girlfriend, she's at the end. She is starting to cry. When I'm out walking, I strut my stuff, and I'm so strung out. I'm high as a kite. Let me go on, like I blister in the sun. Let me go on.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee. From the Annex Wealth Management Studios, this is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station.
John Mercure here for CertaPro Painters. They painted the outside of our house. It was fantastic. I've got a big deck. They really had to navigate on 2 levels. The guys took their time. They paid attention to detail. They did it right around the deck. My whole house looks fantastic. Trim and siding. It's great. It's CertaPro Painters. Schedule fills up fast, so now's the time to plan your project. Schedule your free estimate at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C for your home or business. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. They are the best. They're CertaPro Painters.
Welcome back to Ask Hasselus.
I believe in aliens, ghosts, and UFOs, but I don't believe Hasselus Mattress is employee-free.
It's true. Give our mattresses a try with no pushy sales guy.
Do these mattresses come from Area 51?
We're talking big names like Sealy Posturepedic and Beautyrest.
Who's supporting you? The Illuminati?
If you need support, through Monday, get a free adjustable base with any new mattress.
That's what the lizard people told you to say.
Find an employee-free showroom near you at Hasselus.com.
Don't think twice. Call Geis.
A great way to add value and curb appeal to your home is with a new LiftMaster or CHI maintenance-free garage door. Hey, it's WTMJ's Greg Matzik. A study by Remodelers Magazine reports that the average return on investment is an amazing 82%. Garage doors rank first among all home improvement projects. To see Geis's huge selection of doors, visit their showroom in Brookfield, or you can also visit their online showroom at geisdoors.com. Geis has everything from alley doors to custom wood designer doors and everything in between. Remember, for all your garage door needs, you call Geis at 262-784-4250. That number again, 262-784-4250. It's Geis. Visit them online at geisdoors.com.
Don't think twice. Call Geis.
Looking for your next unforgettable journey? Travel with Milwaukee's top choice because Fox World Travel was just awarded Best Travel Agency in the Community Choice Awards. Experience award-winning service as you explore the cherry blossoms of Japan, the rugged coastlines of Ireland, or the sun-drenched vineyards of Portugal with Gene Miller. New this year, join us in Scotland for the unforgettable Royal Military Tattoo. With trusted partners like Globus, Insight Vacations, and African Travel, your journey is always in expert hands. Visit foxworldtravel.com or call 866-GO-FOX-GO. Join us today.
This Saturday only from the historic Fox and Hound Supper Club. Enjoy 2 salmon, scallop, and shrimp dinners for just $54.99. That's incredible. 2 dinners. Call and reserve your free dinner today. Desserts are also buy one, get one free. FoxandHoundsRestaurant.com.
Alleviate your pain, rejuvenate your life.
Rejuvenex.com. Trusted, relevant, locally owned, locally programmed. We are Wisconsin's radio station. News Radio 620, WTMJ Milwaukee.
At 7 o'clock, it's 73 degrees. Flood warnings continue for Ozaukee County until Friday, Kenosha County until Saturday, and Waukesha and Dodge counties until further notice. Tonight, mainly clear, low of 63. Thursday, mostly sunny, a high of 78. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, I'm Neil Doyle. After historic flooding across southeast Wisconsin, Governor Tony Evers is requesting support from FEMA. The governor's office and the Wisconsin Emergency Management have been working with communities across the state to see how much impact and damage the storms have brought to both neighborhoods and businesses. Governor Evers toured Wauwatosa earlier this week after the Menominee River flooded and damaged a significant part of the Business Improvement District. State officials are still urging Wisconsinites to report any flood or water damage by calling the number 211. State officials say that will then help them calculate the amount of funding it needs to request from federal authorities. The City of Milwaukee Health Department has guidelines for homes and businesses to clean up safely after historic flooding.
Director of Consumer Environmental Health Carly Hagerty recommends wearing boots and gloves to clean.
General guidance is 8 ounces of bleach to a 5-gallon bucket of water to clean everything down after you've washed, rinsed, and sanitized.
And if your power went out for more than 4 hours, it's best to toss any refrigerated foods. MHD Commissioner Dr. Mike Todoridis adds that documentation is important.
Using your insurance, taking photos is really critical. Making sure you remember your timeline for everything.
In Walker's Point, Jessica Gatso, WTMJ News.
For more flood cleanup guidance, you can visit our website, WTMJ.com. Milwaukee County is moving forward the fight against the opioid crisis.
County Executive David Crowley says the funding comes from a record $100 million settlement, the largest in Wisconsin history.
We are recovering these dollars from holding bad actors accountable from accelerating this crisis that has unfortunately taken too many lives far too soon. This funding has the potential to truly be transformative for our community, helping to save lives from this epidemic and mitigate continued suffering for residents and their loved ones.
The $9 million legislation will fund 7 projects aimed at closing gaps in care and expanding treatment. Nazir Spencer, WTMJ News.
President Trump will meet with Russian President Vladimir Putin in Alaska Friday. News Nation's Libby Dean has more on how the president is preparing.
We're actually learning some key details on how he's prepping. A senior White House official that I just spoke with said that the president, he's feeling optimistic. That is how he described when I said, can you describe how the president is feeling in one word? That is what they told me. But he's also, this prep that he's doing behind closed doors, he talked with world leaders today. We saw that happen during this morning's emergency summit that took place. But these key details that we're learning is the president is meeting with key advisors, 3 key advisors. It's his Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, his special envoy, Steve Witkoff, and of course, his right-hand woman, Susie Wiles, his chief of staff.
Trump is hoping to get Russia to agree to a ceasefire with Ukraine. A school bus has rolled over just outside of Austin, Texas. More than 40 kids were on that bus. CBS News correspondent Matt Piper has more.
There were 42 school kids on the bus when it rolled over, plus the driver. 12 needed to be taken to hospitals, some with life-threatening injuries.
We want each of those students and their families to know that our prayers are with them.
Bruce Gearing is superintendent for Leander, Texas, and says the bus had just picked up the kids from an elementary school.
I do not have information about the bus driver other than that this is one of our seasoned veteran bus drivers. This was immediately after school, got out, and I believe that no students had been dropped off yet. This was the first part of that route.
Matt Piper, CBS News.
And back in southeast Wisconsin, in West Allis, there is a current water main break on 84th Street. That's right between Lapham and Orchard. Northbound lane is currently closed in that area. Traffic is being rerouted eastbound. Repairs are estimated to be completed by around 8 o'clock tonight. Crews, though, are asking people to avoid that area. Sports, traffic, and weather are next. Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 7:04.
Looking for books, movies, digital tools, exciting programs, and more? Milwaukee County Public Libraries have it all, totally free. One library card opens the doors to all 27 public libraries in the county. Kids can dive into story times and STEAM kits full of fun and discovery, while adults can join book clubs, sharpen career skills, or take online classes in everything from tech to language learning. Head to findmylibrary.org to begin exploring libraries and open up a world of unlimited access to learning and fun.
The 2025 Metro Builders Association Parade of Homes presented by Nuns. See 12 new homes by MBA Builders in 2 Menominee Falls neighborhoods, Quietwood and Bella Vista Estates. See the latest new home designs, grand finishes, and cutting-edge features in convenient subdivision locations that offer exciting opportunities to build your dream home. Don't miss the Metro Builders Association Parade of Homes, August 9th through September 1st. For tickets and hours, visit mbaparadeofhomes.com today.
My gut tells me that this summer heat's gonna last, and that means your AC's gonna be put through the paces. Now we all know that AC can take a licking and keep on ticking, especially if it's an Armstrong. But when yours needs to be put out to pasture, call Quality. With over 70 vehicles on the road, we'll be there in a hurry. And with over 60 years of experience, how can you go wrong?
Call Quality for the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality. Heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric. Think of your experienced quality electrician for remodels or smaller projects like replacing fixtures or fluorescent lights to LED, electric car charging port installs, and electric panel swap outs. Codes are about to change that require a more expensive breaker. Quality can help. And for a power outage, count on lightning fast emergency service.
Call Quality for the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality. Heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric.
Time for a WTMJ sports update from the Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all sports desk. Well, get ready, free burgers from George Webb's.
And a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Would you like fries with that? 12 in a row for the Crew.
The Brewers beat the Pirates 12-5 this afternoon, marking their second longest winning streak in the regular season in franchise history. George Webb Vice President Ryan Stamm says do not show up today to try to get your free burger.
We will make an announcement tomorrow on social media and on our website what the giveaway day will be. So we'll do it as quick as we can.
The Brewers will have a day off Thursday, and then they'll hit the road and start a series in Cincinnati Friday night. Packers traveling as well to Indianapolis today, and they'll have a joint practice with the Colts on Thursday. Taking a look at the roads with your WTMJ Time Saver traffic. I-41 northbound, a bit heavy right now between Watertown Plank and Hampton. That is partially due to part of the left lane blocked right at Capitol Drive. There's a disabled vehicle, so seeing a little bit of a slowdown in that area. Also, 894 eastbound at 60th Street, part of the right shoulder block there due to a crash. Time for your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Flood warnings continue for Ozaukee County. That's until Friday. Kenosha County until Saturday. And Waukesha and Dodge counties until further notice. Clear skies tonight, a low of 63. Will be mostly sunny Thursday, a high of 78 degrees. Friday, sunny and warmer, a high of 85. And then into the weekend, Saturday, partly cloudy, warm and humid. We could see some rain and storm chances Saturday, high of 87. Sunday, then, partly cloudy, warm, and chances for some thunderstorms, a high of 88. In Sheboygan, it's 74 degrees. Right now, 75 in Madison, and it's 73 degrees in Milwaukee. I'm Neil Doyle, Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time 7:08.
Your need-to-know cultural snapshot of Wisconsin and beyond. This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. A deep dive into all things intriguing, riveting, and entertaining. Now, here's your host, Sandy Maxx.
Broadcasting live from Milwaukee Night Market on Wisconsin Avenue. This is one of the happiest block parties that Milwaukee ever throws. It's a great vibe. People of all ages, all nationalities, some people just getting off of work, some people who live downtown, strolling around, holding hands, and the vibe is high here because your Milwaukee Brewers have won 12 games in a row, which means that the George Webb restaurants are going to own up to their tradition, and they're going to provide free hamburgers, not just for Brewers fans, for the entire city, thanks to that 12-game streak. Now, don't go to George Webb tonight expecting to get a free burger. The restaurants are going to announce tomorrow at noon when those free burgers will be available because they want to be prepared so they can satisfy as many people as possible. And just after the 8 o'clock news here on WTMJ, you will hear from George Webb's vice president with all of those details. So we will keep you updated. Here at the Milwaukee Night Market, you can try so much food. Emmy's African Cuisine, Junior's Smoked Barbecue, Log Cabin Orchard, Lola's Empanadas, lovely and tasty walking taco, all sorts of flavors to tempt you. But I have found, walking with at least 3 other Milwaukee Brewers fans, Hamburger Man himself. Introduce yourself to everyone.
I'm Hamburger Man!
You are dressed as a hamburger, this big felt costume here with a sesame seed bun.
I want it now. I want my burger now. I want it right now.
So I take it you are fully enthused about this George Webb tradition.
Absolutely!
Where did you watch the game today?
I watched it at my desk at work.
Very good.
I wasn't at the game, but I was pumped, and I was watching every pitch. I was watching every minute of it. And I knew they were going to do it. I knew they were going to seal the deal today, and they did it. Burgers!
So you were a good person at work, and now you're celebrating here at Milwaukee Night Market. What brought you down to Milwaukee Night Market in particular?
Absolutely, yes.
But what is it about Milwaukee Night Market that you like?
The eclectic people of all different, ages and interests, and it's just fun.
Who are you strolling with?
What's that?
Who are you strolling with?
I'm strolling with my buddies, my boys.
Because I see they're decked out. We got the Brew Crew bucket hat.
Oh, yeah.
We got Brew Crew gear on. How do you know these guys?
How do I know them? They're like an appendage to me. I'm stuck with them for life. What do you mean, how do I know them?
That's called loyal friendship.
I'm stuck with them. Like that.
All right. Well, Burger Man, what's your next prediction for your Milwaukee Brewers? You can say it.
They're going to win the playoff series, more than one playoff series. and make it to the World Series and just come short, and then just pull our hearts out from our...
I disagree, Burger Man. It will not be 1982 all over again. I disagree.
I hope not. I hope you're wrong.
Well, I would say maybe you can help channel the spirit by wearing your Burger Man outfit as often as possible. And certainly spreading the joy at Milwaukee Night Market
You're
here.
saying not to just let this rot in storage, so like keep it out, keep it fresh?
I didn't ask that. Where do you have the Burger Man outfit? Where does it normally live?
It was in storage. I lugged it out of storage today for this very exact occasion.
Did you wear it in 2018 when the last time we got the streak?
I didn't, but I had it ready like a month ago when they were this close.
Ah, that's true. They've hit the streak like almost 3 times.
Ready.
Oh, well, Burger Man, you have given great joy. I hope you stop for every single photo that you are asked to take tonight.
It's like Groundhog Day. I only come out like once every how many years?
But just last one was 2018.
Exactly.
I want to see you sooner. I want to see you again in September.
I'll be there.
Have a great Milwaukee Night Market, Burger Man. These are the kinds of good people that you see at Milwaukee Night Market, surrounded by Brewers fans. And next, you will meet a collective of female artists called Makery Maven here at Milwaukee Night Market. Stay with us for the fun on What's on Tap.
Are you worried about running out of money in retirement? Wondering about how to pay less taxes? Join me, Tony Drake, for the Retirement Ready Show live every Saturday at noon and Sunday at 7 a.m. on WTMJ 620 or 103.3 FM. We'll talk about smart strategies to help you retire with confidence. Don't miss it.
Drake & Associates LLC is an independent investment advisory firm that offers a variety of different investment vehicles. This commercial is provided for informational purposes only and should not be construed as individual investment advice. Drake & Associates LLC does not provide legal or tax advice. Past performance is not indicative of future performance.
If you want thick, healthy, gorgeous hair, then you need Hair Volume from New Nordic. Available online at Amazon and NewNordicUSA.com or in the hair care aisle at your local CVS.
Find furniture for life from Ken Michaels Furniture in Brookfield, Greenfield, or downtown Milwaukee.
Save big money on your kitchen project at Menards. We carry everything you need to turn your kitchen dreams into reality. Renovate your space with new cabinets from Cardell. They're ready to install and come in a variety of styles and finishes. Visit our kitchen showrooms in-store or go to Menards.com for free estimates today. And don't forget to check out our weekly flyer for all of our hot deals going on now.
Save big money at Menards.
The very front of the Brewers front office is on Wisconsin's Morning News.
I think it's something sort of our brand of baseball. You know, we're going to play you tough and play hard night in and night out, and we're here and we're going to fight you all 9 innings.
Brewers GM and Senior Vice President Matt Arnold is our Brewers 360 guest every Thursday morning at 8:45.
How soon do I start asking you about trades and stuff, Matt?
My phone's always on, so no.
Brewers 360 is sponsored by Outdoor Living Unlimited and Big Fish Contracting. This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx.
Just give me the night.
Phew. We're going to give you the night market. Milwaukee Night Market, one of the best summertime gatherings for all kinds of people. There's a nice man in a blue suit and dress shoes just strolling around, and he's with a gal in a purple pantsuit and dress shoes just walking around. And then you got a lot of people here in Brewers gear and even costumes. It is a fantastic group of people for you to browse local artisans in addition to wonderful local food and beverages. And I am so excited to welcome to What's on Tap Ellen. Introduce yourself properly.
Hi, I'm Ellen from Makery Maven. I live here in Milwaukee. I've now lived in Milwaukee longer than where I grew up in Illinois. So now I say I'm
Which part of Illinois?
Like hours south of Rockford, very small town.
Really?
Yeah.
Say there are a lot of, over the border. We're getting cheers.
Yeah.
Go ahead, shout out your small town near Rockford.
Lamoille, Illinois.
Well, rock on. Well, we're glad that you're here. Now, how have you made a true creative space here in Milwaukee?
It's been such a fun journey, actually. I mean, I started out when I graduated Marquette doing business consulting. I was a math major, so I was very different than the art world.
Yeah.
And then slowly I started to design wedding invitations, and then I learned how to design and laser cut things. So then it sort of just transitioned into more like products, and then it was fun because I figured out that I could just make some art of all different kinds, whatever I like to make. So then
Say Ellen, because that was the one thing, Ellen Albertson of Makery Maven, you're the owner and creative director, but yeah, you neglected your chief laser operator title. That's just a great, the CLO title.
I know, right?
Very
I had to
exciting.
make that up. It's fun. When you're in a small business, you can make up anything you want. You just kind of get to do what you want. So that's one of the things.
So you're an artist yourself.
Yeah, self-taught artist. Yeah.
That's wonderful. And you're a Marquetter like me.
Yeah.
So we are Marquette.
I love it.
So tell me about, first of all, what art you're offering here at the Makery Maven booth.
Okay.
Right across the street from
literally
from
can see into my book.
WTMJ. Yeah.
I like to do a wide range of things that fit in people's spaces. So like small to large. That's one of the things I love to do because some people only have a small apartment. Other people have a huge wall that they want to fill. So I like to
and you want to make
try
it
different
yours.
Things.
Yeah.
And then I would say all my stuff is very colorful. We paint everything in different ways. This can be like watercolored. We do marbling. So here's just a couple pieces. This is like something
for
small.
The YouTube live stream.
We have our little like moon phase piece. And this is something easily to gift or just hang in a little gallery wall or something.
But you're right, it's colorful. The moon phases have different flowers painted
exactly.
inside.
So these are different papers that we heat press to the wood.
Oh, it's not even painting,
and then
it's
we laser
paper.
cut it. So that's one method. And then we can do up to like a great gift. This is something that people love. There's little trees. And then you can put them to all the state parks when you visit them.
It's Wisconsin State Parks. Yeah, it's the shape of the state. But
shape of the state. This is the robin
wood carved out.
Yeah, so it's all laser cut. So design the piece, and then it has 3 different layers, and then we paint them in all different ways. This is stained. These are hand painted flowers.
Flowers and birds, and but the little teeny tiny pine trees, the little evergreens that you can place in there, like little pegs and puzzle.
Exactly.
Well, that's gorgeous.
So we're big campers. We like camp a lot, and so like to me, this was just something fun that I wanted to do, and then it's fun to hear people's stories. Like we've been to this many state parks and whatever, and so we have the state parks, we have national park version,
and that's great for any cabin.
Exactly.
That's great for any kid.
Yep.
Like this is just great.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's a fun gift.
Yeah, it's like a vision board.
Yeah.
You can put the little pine trees on parks that you want to go to.
Totally.
And then you also have this beautiful.
Yeah, so then I make more of like art pieces. So
it's
this
framed,
is something.
It's like floating.
Yeah, that's what I call them, a floating mosaic.
Exactly.
So I loved using all parts of the board, so I'm not about wasting any little bit. So then I was cutting little pieces and like going to glue them down to something. And then I just sort of started experimenting with like, could I string them in some way? And so it was like fully a process I just designed and made up. And then I'm like, well, now we started
that's called
filling
being
them.
inventive, and that really is the definition of a maker.
That's
isn't
true.
It? I mean, I love that you're describing the artwork so well. You can see it on the WTMJ Talk and Text line, 855-616-1620. If you text the word watch to 855-616-1620, you'll get the link to our WTMJ YouTube stream. But yeah, this is great.
And this is something I've also started doing as a class. So I do a simpler version in a 12 by 12 frame, and then people get together and I teach them how to string it, and they can pick.
And you're the right
colors
to teach
and
it, since you
leaves and anything they
invented
wanted.
it yourself.
Exactly. So that's been fun. Last year I did a number of classes throughout the winter time. So it's a good event if you're looking for something to do with people. Like, keep that in mind.
So what is Makery Maven?
Well,
you found other creative ladies?
Yeah, so I have a small team that I've worked with now for 5-6 years, and a lot of them have their own part-time job. A nurse, a stay-at-home mom, a teacher, and they love to make stuff. So on the side, they help me do my projects. So
you just mentioned the nurse that is part of Makery Maven.
Yeah.
Don't you feel like, especially a nurse who has an intense job, to have that creative outlet is so good for mental health, physical health, and just kind of defragmenting your brain.
There are so many people that just have that, like,
yourself.
You want to just do stuff with your hands, and they don't really know, like, how do I start something myself? But so I worked with these girls, and they just do projects for me and with me, and we're in some local boutiques, but also like some boutiques around the United States. So those types of products we have to make more of than I can do by myself. So that's what they help me with. Yeah.
How many women are in the Makery Maven collective?
We have, I would say, a team of 6 people that we work together. Yes.
And where are you based out of?
We work out of my basement in
There you go.
Brookfield. Yeah, it's really fancy. No, it works out great. We there's 2 of us that work down there every day.
How did you meet these artists?
All through. So back when I did have a little office space, because I lived in a tiny house before, I put it on like my Facebook page, like, does anybody know anybody who likes to make things? And so I got names from either they followed me before, they've like referred from friends of mine that was like, oh, I think they would love to do it. So it was very organically, and those ones have been with me. And then one was like, I had an artist I work with, and she moved away, but her friend wanted to work with me. So Abby's here with me tonight. Yeah, we've been working for like 5 years together. So
how wonderful!
Yeah,
I love it. What are people gravitating to at your Makery Maven booth?
It's so fun to watch people look around because they all gravitate towards different things. You know, if you can see the people who love to play cribbage, because I have a travel cribbage board, and they're like, "Oh, cribbage! This is so cute. It's little and perfect for gift." Otherwise, if there are campers or travel
much more
around,
Wisconsin than that.
I know,
a great
right?
cribbage board. Yeah.
Then I have a good amount of Milwaukee and Skyline and Wisconsin things, because that's what I love, and so those are things I like. Oh, I'm going to send it to my daughter. She went to college. You know, like they make great gifts. So, or there's people who just look for art, and then they want something floral, and these things don't die. They just look pretty.
That's true. I can't kill that floating mosaic. Thank God.
Yeah.
Oh, Ellen, this is just wonderful. Where can people keep up with Makery Maven?
Yes, definitely on Instagram is where we post often. Makery Maven Co. is our Instagram tag. Our website is just makerymaven.com, so you can find anything on our website or get on our email list. We just send out a monthly email. From there is our Etsy site, so if you need to like buy a gift, go to the Etsy site and you can order whatever you need.
Makery Maven. And I looked at your schedule.
Yeah.
You're going to be at the Art and Chalk Festival at the Museum of Wisconsin Art on this weekend.
Yes, this weekend.
That's exciting.
I'm
That's
very
going to be
excited.
a great gathering,
it's a great show.
too, in West Bend.
It's a fun show, too, because going and watching the chalk artists, it's phenomenal to watch.
And temporary. That's what always crushes my soul.
I know,
You've made
right?
this 3D artwork or this masterpiece.
It rained last year. I felt so bad, but luckily it dried Friday night or Saturday night, and then they like fixed and finished them on Sunday.
But yeah, any chalk artist knows that it's temporary, but that's just part of the magic of it. But it's like, okay, so best way to keep up with you again, Makery Maven.
MakeryMaven.com is our website. Check from there. You can find all like the social and join our email list and what shops we're in around the whole United States as well as around Milwaukee.
Ellen, thank you so much for joining me. It's a pleasure to meet you, and I look forward to learning more about the other creatives in the Makery Maven collective.
Yes.
Have a wonderful rest of your night market.
Thanks, you as well.
Thank you. And more Brewers fan reactions, the WTMJ News, and a visit with Chef Tamisha of Baked Dreams Cafe and Dessert Shop. She'll tell us what she loves to make from scratch. She's right across the street. She's one booth away from you, Ellen. I'm Sandy Maxx. Stay with me on What's on Tap live on location on Wisconsin Avenue at this month's Milwaukee Night Market.
Thank you.
And that's why you should never trust a raccoon wearing a necktie.
What are you doing, Arvid?
Telling Nicole a joke.
Here?
At Penny Mustard?
No, I mean here, next to the Theon dining room table.
What's wrong with that?
This is no laughing matter. The Theon table is proper, stoic, and no nonsense.
It has good table manners.
Come on, act with dignity.
The Theon brings something to the table.
Stop that.
And those Herald chairs are so friendly, they always have your back.
Can we please focus on the Theon table's American-made craftsmanship and solid wood construction?
You would not believe how sturdy this table is.
Be serious.
All right, Ben.
Let's table this discussion until later.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Come see the Theon table, paired with 6 Herald chairs, starting at $47.95 at Penny Mustard.
Showrooms in Milwaukee and Chicago.
PennyMustard.com.
Serious versions of what people want.
Penny Mustard Furnishing.
Here at Richlands, we offer both comfort service and expert service.
Our comfort service comes with movie theater popcorn, hot gourmet coffee, upfront pricing, on-time scheduling, plus anything else we can do to keep you comfortable.
Put that on top of honest service from the most friendliest, hard-working people you'll ever meet inside a tire and service center, and well, we'd like to believe we're on the right track to meeting your expectations.
But when your check engine light, tire light, or any other light screams, "Service me," well, that means you're due for our other type of service.
Our expert service. Tires, brakes, belts, mufflers, transmissions, and even engine repair.
Come on into Richlands and put our expert service to the test.
And while you're relaxing, enjoy our comfort services too. I'm Brett Matchke with Richlands, your
due for service.
Since 1964, we've changed your tires and so much more. Richland's Tire and Service, such a refreshing change. Richland's.
Ever heard of omakase? It's the hottest dining trend in Milwaukee, and at St. Kate, the Arts Hotel, they're taking omakase to a whole new level. Imagine an intimate chef-guided journey through multiple courses of fresh, artfully crafted sushi prepared right in front of you. On What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx this week, I'll talk with the St. Kate team about this unforgettable experience, and you'll get a sneak peek at a special tribute dinner coming this fall for serious food lovers. Don't miss this delicious conversation on What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx, Thursday starting at 6.
Hey, this is WTMJ's Steve Scavidi here to talk about my brand new show, WTMJ Outdoors. On this week's edition, Mallory Payne from the Plover Area Convention and Visitors Bureau on things happening in central Wisconsin, and Lee Vandenbrink, owner of Aerial Wildlife Solutions, on knowing your property with technology. All things Wisconsin Outdoors. Join us every Saturday, 2 to 3, right here on 620 WTMJ.
It's WTMJ Outdoors, presented by Outdoor Living Unlimited. What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx is back on WTMJ.
Just give me the night.
Things are thumping at the Milwaukee Night Market. I am Sandy Maxx, broadcasting live here on Wisconsin Avenue until 8 o'clock, and then you get a bonus hour of What's on Tap between 8 and 9, including a visit with George Webb Restaurant's Vice President, who is going to tell us all about the free hamburgers that George Webb is giving out now that Milwaukee Brewers have completed their 12-game winning streak, which means release the hamburgers. We will find out tomorrow at noon when we get our free hamburgers, but that visit with the George Webb Vice President is going to be a good one, and will teach us some of that tradition. And it is a beautiful, beautiful summer night. We have gone through so much rain, lots of sloppy basements, and it's been a tough week for a lot of people, cutting up soggy rugs and having to throw away stuff. And to be able to stroll here on a beautiful night with a light breeze, sun setting, and happy people and vibes. Oh, look at that. Got some dancing going on. And man, is it just a great vibe. People are full of smiles, and you are always welcome at Milwaukee Night Market, going on till 10 o'clock tonight. And also, it's a monthly fun. It will happen on September 10th. Circle your calendar, and also on October 1st, because the July Milwaukee Night Market had to get postponed because of bad weather then. So when we get good weather, good Lord, embrace it and have some fun. And you can shop all sorts of artwork. Abigail Hausman, Design and Illustration, creates joyful and beautiful things. A brush box, that's one of those art supply kits that's made to make you happy. Also, Chase My Creations. We visited with Chase My Creations back in June, making meaningful T-shirts with great slogans on them. And also, Chasing Butterflies is a vendor who has framed insects and butterflies that are all from Wisconsin. So you will find unique items here that you won't find at any other street fest. And you're going to find just truly a great vibe. Milwaukee Night Market, we are here. And the next guest that you're going to meet, Chef Tamisha from Baked Dreams. Oh, I think she's going to tempt all of our taste buds with some of her creations, because she only makes from scratch. So stay with me for our next guest live from Night Market. But now we go to the WTMJ Breaking News Center. Here is Neil Doyle.
Thanks, Sandy. Governor Tony Evers is requesting support from FEMA after historic flooding across southeast Wisconsin. The governor's office and the Wisconsin Emergency Management have been working with communities to see how much damage the storms caused. Governor Evers toured Wauwatosa earlier this week after the Menominee River flooded and damaged a significant part of the Business Improvement District. State officials are still urging Wisconsinites to report any flood or water damage by calling 211. Officials say that will help calculate the amount of funding the state needs to request from federal authorities. A 12-year-old boy is dead after drowning near the Pershing Park boat launch in Racine. Officers responded around 8:15 this morning. 3 boys were playing near the boat launch when one boy jumped into the water but struggled when he resurfaced before eventually going under. Authorities say his friends tried to rescue him. The dive team then recovered his body about an hour later. And police are looking for 2 suspects who sprayed a Milwaukee County Transit System bus driver with pepper spray. Authorities say it happened back on July 27th near South 27th Street and Holt Avenue on Milwaukee's south side. Police say the suspects got into a verbal argument with the bus driver and then used pepper spray on the driver before fleeing on foot. The suspects are described as two African-American girls between the ages of 18 and 19. You can see photos of the suspects on our website, WTMJ.com. Let's take a look at the roads with your WTMJ Time Saver traffic. 894 eastbound right at 60th Street. Still part of the right shoulder block there due to a crash. Crews are still trying to get that vehicle out of the way. And there is a disabled vehicle as well right on the ramp from Lincoln Avenue to I-41 northbound. Otherwise, rest of the system looking good. Time for your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Flood warnings continue for Ozaukee County until Friday, Kenosha County until Saturday, and Waukesha and Dodge counties until further notice. Clear skies tonight, a low of 63 degrees. Thursday will be mostly sunny, a high of 78. Friday, sunny and warmer, a high of 85, and then into the weekend, partly cloudy, warm and humid, and chances for some rain and storms Saturday, a high of 87, and then Sunday will be partly cloudy, still warm, and a chance for some storms, a high of 88. In Green Bay, it's 74 degrees. Right now, 72 in Kenosha, and it's 73 degrees in Milwaukee. I'm Neil Doyle, Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 7:33.
With over 57 years of experience, family-owned Yutka Fence installs high-quality fencing with residential options, including vinyl, wood, aluminum, chain link, and ornamental fences. Committed to craftsmanship and customer service, Yutka Fence doesn't just build fences, they build relationships based on care, trust, precision, and protecting what matters most. Mention you're a WTMJ fan for 10% off your project. Schedule your free estimate today at yutkafence.com or call 262-859-3226.
It doesn't get any headlines just to be silently good. Big Fish Contracting, we say renovating homes, redeeming an industry.
It's so much more than just, okay, we're replacing your roof.
We're not only educating homeowners, but we're getting to know them and allowing them an opportunity to get to know us. And there's just such beauty in it, you know? If anyone is considering reaching out to us,
or you can check us out on our website, bigfishcontracting.com.
Hi, this is Julie Coombs and Cindy Storm Fisher with Storm Fisher Investment Group. Are you a retiring professional worried about the direction of our economy, about making your money last? Come see what we can do for you. Let us show you how we take care of you to help you have a great retirement. We are at 262-796-8400 or stormfisher.com. See you soon.
Securities offered through Osaic Wealth Inc. Member FINRA SIPC. Advisory services offered through Osaic Advisory Services LLC. Osaic Advisory. Osaic Wealth and Osaic Advisory are separately owned, and other entities and/or marketing names, products, and services referenced here are independent of Osaic Wealth and Osaic Advisory.
Step right up and gaze into my crystal ball. I see flashing lights, spinning reels, and a big win. This August, you have a ticket to a cash carnival at Potawatomi. Play with your rewards card and earn entries to win your share of $300,000 in cash and prizes. Prize drawings every Thursday through August 28th. Your fortune awaits only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Now that you're ready to purchase a new bike, do yourself a solid by stopping by one of our Wheel and Sprocket stores to test ride an electric bike, better known today as an e-bike. And let me tell you, these bikes are a game changer because you can ride a whole lot further without even breaking a sweat. We're talking 20 to 50 miles on a single charge. So even riding uphill comes with tons of thrills. But before you decide, stop by any of our Wheel and Sprocket locations first and let us explain in detail what e-bikes are all about. And once you're here, you'll find rows and rows of bikes in a bunch of different styles and colors for you to see, touch, feel, and even test ride. After all, here at Wheel and Sprocket, we love bikes, which is why bikes are all we do.
Visit wheelandsprocket.com for a location near you.
I'm Amelia Kegel with Wheel and Sprocket. Life is short. Enjoy your ride.
Welcome back to What's on Tap on WTMJ.
Just give me the night.
Welcome back to What's on Tap, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee, handcrafted, homegrown, world class. Discover more at visitmilwaukee.org. I am Sandy Maxx, and why does it sound a little different? Because we're broadcasting live from Milwaukee Night Market, where so many smiling faces, and Steph Salvia from Joy Engine, one of our great arts organizations, just walked by and gave a wave and a smile. It is just such a happy vibe here, and you can stroll and you can find gift items, you can find flavors you haven't had yet, and I am so pleased to welcome my next guest from Baked Dreams Cafe and Dessert Shop.
Hello.
Hello, chef. Introduce yourself to everyone.
Hi, I am Tamisha Patrice, the owner and head dreamer of Baked Dreams Creations that also houses Baked Dreams Cafe and Dessert Shop and Dream Catering Company.
And where are you based?
We are based inside of the Sherman Phoenix Marketplace. That's 3536 West Fond du Lac Avenue. We're right there along with a lot of other amazing businesses, small businesses here in Milwaukee. So that's where we're at Tuesday through Saturday, unless we're somewhere like the night market where we had to shut down our cafe location because this is such an all-day production for us. So we're here, of course, until 9 p.m. this evening.
When you say it's an all-day production, what food and treats did you make to bring today for everybody?
We have been doing Milwaukee Night Market for the last 4 years, and what has been the popular go-to for our menu are our cheesecake bowls and our peach cobbler bowls, which you can add ice cream to any of those. It started off with us just doing like the peach cobbler bowls that you can add ice cream to. We sold out of the peach cobbler bowls, and people were like, well, can we put ice cream on the cheesecake bowls? Like, we can do whatever we want at Baked Dreams, so of course you can.
And
so
that sounds delicious. Exactly. What a great invention that is. You say peach cobbler bowls. One of our WTMJ Good Karma Brands teammates, John Mercure, brought in a whole bin full of peaches that just fell off his tree.
Oh, wow.
So I feel like it is peach season.
For sure.
Ooh, it sounds. Where do you get the inspiration for your recipes?
So my peach cobbler recipe, I got that from watching my mom. My mom would make peach cobbler, but my mom really hates baking and cooking, believe it or not. My grandmother as well, they weren't huge on it, but they allowed me loose in their kitchen at a very early age, and I love it. So, my mom, she'll tell me all the time, I don't know how you took what I taught you and made it better, but, I just because I didn't like peach cobbler at first.
But then you made it the way it tastes.
I made it the way that I wanted to make, and we sell a ton of it.
What is special about your peach cobbler? Not asking for secret ingredients.
Just a little razzle dazzle. We don't do too much, just a little bit, here, there, some butter, some vanilla,
Well, because I'm holding this up on the WTMJ YouTube live stream. What is this gorgeous concoction with ice cream on it?
So this would be our Oreo cheesecake bowl, which the ice cream, the a la mode. So there's our rich, delicious cheesecake filling, and then some crushed Oreos, and then ice cream. Very simple treat, very shareable.
Yeah.
People love
very
it.
Summery.
We also have strawberry and banana pudding cheesecake bowls. So those are very popular. The banana pudding one, oh my gosh, people love that one.
Tamisha Patrice of Baked Dreams Cafe and Dessert Shop. You're just making friends, I'm guessing. Who all is with you in your booth across the street here?
Okay, so I have my
because it is a luxury to get to spend time with you on Milwaukee Night Market. It's hopping. So thank you.
My sons are with me. My mom is with me. We do this as a family. The night market is like our family, kind of bond time. So my 11, 12, and 13-year-old sons are with me, and they're running it right now. They run the show. They just tell me what to do.
Now, your mom let you cook in the kitchen. Are you letting your sons cook in the kitchen?
Absolutely.
Or do they seem to have the same creative streak? See, I'm telling you, we're waving now. Christopher Gilbert, who's one of the most...
That outfit, I love that blazer.
I would say one of the most dapper men in the city, but an incredible dancer and choreographer.
Yeah.
So we are surrounded by creativity of all kinds.
Yes.
So what is next for you and Baked Dreams? Because you said you're the chief dreamer. What is the next big dream?
Oh, my goodness. So we have a lot of things that we're figuring out. This has been an incredibly busy summer for us. We have been... just working. So what's next for me is taking a break.
Good for you. Good for you.
I actually just scheduled a break. I'm making myself sit down for a moment just so I can regroup and refresh, and then we'll get ready for the fall and holiday season.
Will you come up with new recipes for the season?
So, we kind of keep things simple, but we do have our Dream Cookie Box that is available online at bakedreamsmke.com. That is a line of our signature Dream Cookies. They're 8-ounce cookies. There's some Beastie cookies. There's 6 different flavors. They come in an amazing box, and we ship them nationwide, so it's going to be a great gift for the holidays.
What are those flavors? Come on.
Those flavors are Peanut Butter Dream, which is my favorite, Raisin the Roof, which is an oatmeal raisin, Cookie Boss, which is our signature chocolate chip, the Everything, which is all the different toppings flavor. We also have a Little Razzle Dazzle, which is like our sugar cookie with sprinkles, and then Salt Bae is our chocolate chip pecan.
My goodness.
Yep. And it's all www.bakedreamsmke.com. You can see all of the flavor on the Dream Cookie page, and you can order a box. You can get a sample box. You can get a sample box of 4, a sample box of 6. Yeah. You can
now,
do all
Tamisha, you said you always enjoyed baking in the kitchen, but have you always been a baker? Has this been your
life? No, I started off cooking.
Okay.
Yeah, I started off cooking. The fact that I turned baking into a business was not even a surprise for me, but that's also why we have our catering company, because we cater savory food. Like, we do a lot of corporate catering in that respect as well. So I kind of get the best of both worlds. So like one day I might be doing a bunch of cakes and a bunch of cobbler and a bunch of cookies, and then the next day we're doing salmon and we're doing chicken and we're doing all the things. So I kind of get the best of both worlds. Yeah. But I started when I was 10 years old, so I've been doing this like my whole life.
Oh, Tamisha, what an inspiration. I absolutely love it. So the best ways to keep up with Baked Dreams.
So I would follow us on Instagram at Baked Dreams MKE.
Baked Dreams MKE.
I would follow us at Facebook. I would make sure that you are all, because we post all of our things on those 2 pages, our Facebook, our Instagram, our website. Make sure you're keeping up with that. We try to be very active on those things. Here's my son right here.
Oh,
hi,
come
baby.
On in. He's coming to get you. You got to get back to your booth.
Say, wave at the camera. This is my 11-year-old, my baby boy. He sells in marketing. He's over there making me proud.
I'm going to let you get back. I think he came over to bring you back because you're getting busy. But what I would recommend is tasting Baked Dreams.
I would recommend that as well. Now, I do come with a warning label. If you've never had it before, if you try it for the first time, you will never leave. You'll be here forever.
Sucking them in with that peach cobbler and the a la mode. Thank you so much, Tamisha. I am so happy to meet you.
It was great meeting you.
Have a great rest of your night market. I look forward to seeing you again.
Look forward to seeing you again.
And next we meet an artist who's inspired by beer. Next on What's on Tap on WTMJ.
Welcome back to Ask Hasselus.
I believe in aliens, ghosts, and UFOs, but I don't believe you.
Huh?
I'm convinced the Earth is flat and the moon landing was faked.
Okay.
But when you say Hasselus Mattress don't have no employees, well, that's just crazy talk.
It's true. Hasselus Mattress showrooms are employee-free. Give our mattresses a try with no pushy sales guy.
Okay, sure. You probably think birds are real, too.
All I know is that our 35 beds from the top 5 brands start at $393. Free next day delivery, too.
Do these mattresses come from Area 51?
We're talking big names like Sealy Posturepedic and Beautyrest.
And who's supporting your operation? The Illuminati?
If you need support, through Monday, get a free adjustable base with any new mattress.
That's what the lizard people told you to say.
Save on Beautyrest, Sealy Posturepedic, and more. And get a free adjustable base through Monday at Hasselus Mattress. Open 9 to 9. Find an employee-free showroom near you at hasselus.com.
So he said to me, boy, oh boy, do you got the boulders. And I said, you betcha. And he said, do you mind if I cherry pick? And I said, feel free. They're all beautiful and they're all granite. Sparkling pinks, blues, and grays from 4 to 36 inches. And they're all priced right. Because we buy direct from the source nationwide to give you the look you want. Erickson's Landscape Supply. High-quality mulch and stone for a whole lot less. Commercial or residential, visit ericksonslandscapesupply.com to see our entire selection. Well, if you need flagstone for your new natural patio, Erickson's is the place to find it. We have the largest selection and 15 styles to choose from. And for decorative stone, Erickson's is your best choice. Our decorative stone is trucked in from all over the country. We buy straight from the quarry and cut out the middleman to keep your prices nice and low. Erickson's Landscape Supply. High-quality mulch and stone for a whole lot less. Commercial or residential, visit ericksonslandscapesupply.com to see our entire selection.
When people think sleep apnea, they think CPAP. Now at Advent, we do all we can to help sleep apnea sufferers avoid the CPAP machine. And most sleep apnea sufferers who come to Advent are going to be able to avoid a CPAP altogether. Our unique Advent approach using simple in-office solutions can get your nose working and throat open all under one roof. You see, the root of every snoring and obstructive sleep apnea problem lies within the throat, nose, or both. At Advent, we know when we get the nose and throat working properly, most snoring and sleep apnea problems will subside. And we have the most simple and convenient, ultra-effective in-office solutions that can do just that. And this is why people have traveled by planes, trains, and automobiles from corners of the world you would never think of to find the sleep apnea and snoring relief you won't find elsewhere.
Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better. Most insurance accepted.
You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx on WTMJ.
Just give me the night. Night market is hopping. More and more fine folks enjoying the city and showing up. This is always a busy festival, but it's not too crowded. You know what I mean? It's just people strolling, chatting, stopping, tucking in vendor booths. It's a very manageable crowd. You feel like you're where the action is, and you can hear it, man. The entertainment. DJ Danny Boy has some good Latin salsa sounds going, and there's a big area where people truly just dance in the street to the music. And the lights are hanging over the street. It's just absolutely beautiful. And I get to welcome another artist to What's on Tap. And she brought a hammer. I love it. I'm gonna put this headset on you. From Blue Mountain Co., Alyssa Miller. Alyssa, how are you?
I am good. I ran over and I'm here.
Bless your heart, because we were just talking with Tamisha Patrice of Baked Dreams, who's right across the street, because I was like, it's a blessing to have anybody for any time, because night market is so busy.
Yeah, it's been awesome. Everybody shows up, comes out. Yeah.
And describe your artwork for everyone.
Yeah, thanks. My name's Alyssa Miller. I am the owner-maker of Blue Mountain Co. I do leather goods and accessories, and I'm inspired from Milwaukee, inspired from the Midwest, and I try to put all the things we like into my designs and creations and all that. Yeah.
And Alyssa, I did tell people just before you got here that I feel like your artwork is inspired a little bit by beer and beer drinking.
Oh yeah, well I'm glad that you saw that too. That was the very first item that I ever made, was a bottle opener keychain. And I knew that, Milwaukee has such a long history of, beer, but I also didn't know how much history, just leather, we have here too, and how many tanneries there used to be.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to say I still get some leather from a local tannery as well, and I'm trying to keep just adding, when I can support other local people as well too.
Well, and interesting for you to be able to keep that history of this area alive through handheld portable art. You can hold it up. We do have the WTMJ YouTube live stream, so these are some of your leather-made keychains.
Yep. And that is the color. It's like a light tan color that I get. It's tanned locally here in Milwaukee.
How cool! Yeah. And then you brought a hammer and a mallet. And
I
you've
did.
got a hat.
Yeah.
What have you brought?
So I do hand make everything. So I cut the leather, stamp it, and then I don't even have any fancy tools. So if you ever, somebody wants to make something, and you really don't need anything fancy to do it. So I literally just hand stamp it. I'll do one, and then do you want to do one?
Oh my God, this is so funny. This is artwork in action. All right.
I'll show you. I'll demonstrate.
I say Naya's tilting the camera down too, so it's a metal tile. And then you've got a small hammer.
Yeah, so it's nice to have a hard surface to hammer it on, and then I take this little rod just to protect your hands from it, and then I have my cute little portable hammer.
I don't know what size you would even call that.
Hand size. Right?
Yeah, exactly. It's not a long
So then
handle.
I just hammer it. Oh, we got a little, I won't do it too hard. But I just hammer it together like that, and then this little rod just protects my fingers from getting,
It is so
smashing
simple.
on it
Yeah,
too.
I was just going to say, I'm like, Alyssa, I love that you offered, and at a different time I will. But yeah, I am the first
you
person
could be
to
a pro. You could be a pro.
to bruise
no
a
problem.
thumbnail or injure you somehow accidentally, like me in tools. But you brought a cap, so are you embossing hats as well?
So these are new rubber patches that I'm making
With the Milwaukee flag logo.
Yeah, and I had to bring the Brewers colors. Go Brew Crew.
Yeah, how are
Shout
you
out.
feeling about it?
I'm feeling good. I think they're feeling good too. So
you gonna get some George Webb hamburgers?
I'll see if I have time, but it sounds great.
They announced tomorrow at noon when they're releasing the burgers for everyone. So you haven't missed out on anything.
Good.
When you say having time, where else will you be next?
I will be this Sunday at the Ivy House with Milwaukee Makers Market.
Cool.
And then I always post on Instagram, on Facebook, all the events where I'll be too. But yeah, come out, support local people. I'll probably be there, and then other local maker friends will be there too.
If you're nice to Alyssa at the Ivy House, she might let you hammer.
Yes.
I love that you welcome the creative flow. Truly, I'm like, you weren't like, oh no, you can't do this, Sandy. Like only I can emboss and can hammer in this. Where is the best place to find Blue Mountain Co?
Yeah, I would say Instagram is probably the best. It's Blue Mountain Co with no E in blue. Just BLU Mountain Co. Yep, and I'll pop right up. It'll know that you're looking for me and that I'm a local Wisconsin and Milwaukee maker.
And
so it'll find you.
Are you able to do this full time, or is this a side hustle?
Both. I say it's my full-time, part-time gig. So I spend all my extra time doing it. But it's just fun doing these events. I'm like, I'd be here doing the event anyway, or attending the event. So might as well sell and hang out too.
Be part of it.
Yeah.
Wonderful souvenirs. Thank you so much for keeping, again, Milwaukee tradition and history alive through your leather art. Congratulations on Blue Mountain Co. And thanks for coming over.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks so much. Yeah.
Alyssa Miller, Blue Mountain Co. Follow along, and I predict we'll see each other again.
Cheers. Yeah, thanks.
Find her and her little hammer. And more Brewers reactions live from Milwaukee Night Market next on What's on Tap.
Get the help you need Saturday morning with How To Radio. At 7, it's the WTMJ Fix-It Show with David Nason, featuring this week's guest, Siding Unlimited. At 9, plan your dream vacation with the Fox World Travel Show. At 10, get financial guidance during Money Talk. Contact Annex Wealth Management for an unbiased review of your investments at annexwealth.com. How To Radio, Saturday mornings on WTMJ.
With all the positive Google reviews continuing to pour in for Rich Lawn's Tire and Service Centers, we want you to know we appreciate you.
You were due for service, we delivered, and then you went the extra mile and wrote a few kind words about the service you experienced.
Yeah, thank you so much. Michael, Glenn, Jeff, Lisa, Carol, Jason, John,
Wait,
Michelle,
hang on a
Ryan.
second, Dad. As fun as it may be to name every single person who's ever left us a Google review, there just isn't enough time. We get 60 seconds, and I'd say we've got about 28 left.
Ah, good point, Courtney.
Listen, we appreciate every last one of you for helping us maintain a nearly 5-star Google rating. And we're going to keep on shooting for the stars, especially when it comes to providing top-notch auto repair service.
Yep, and remember, be safe, buckle up, and hey, always make sure you've got good tread on your tires. Peter, Bruce, Samantha, Kimberly, Nick, Heather,
Oh,
Marissa,
Dad.
George, Jeremy, Diane, Brad, Paul.
Rich Lawns.
If you need a place for new home interior ideas, then you have to come talk to us. Our on-staff decorators know furniture, home decor, and a lot more. And they're not only creative, but also very willing to help you make great choices. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating taste come to find premium home decor at a value. Design Exchange in Heartland and Pewaukee. Stop in often because our inventory changes daily.
Design Exchange.
Previously, it has been gently loved. But here, you'll only find very well-conditioned premium home decor items that you likely won't find elsewhere. Distinctive furniture, unique antiques, and original art, and other tasteful home decor at a value. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating taste come to find premium home decor on consignment at 25 to 40% off retail prices in Heartland and Pewaukee.
Design Exchange.
This week on What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx, your chance to win tickets to a meaningful musical night. You could win 2 tickets to Morgan Freeman's Symphonic Blues Experience with the Milwaukee Symphony Orchestra. Morgan Freeman will be there in person with his unmistakable voice and undeniable passion for the blues to take you on this soulful storytelling journey. Morgan Freeman's Symphonic Blues Experience with the MSO, November 2nd at the Riverside Theater. Tickets on sale now at PabstTheaterGroup.com. Tune into What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx this week from 6 to 8 for your chance to win.
This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx.
Is the place to be. There are happy people in Milwaukee Brewers gear, of course, with that 12th win and George Webb free hamburgers on the way. You will hear all about free George Webb hamburgers just after the 8 o'clock news, but I want to encourage you, mkenightmarket.com is the website, and this happens once a month on a Wednesday night. So if you're like, oh, I want to go, this sounds super fun. Well, first of all, you can still get here. It's going on till 10 o'clock tonight. And then circle your calendar for Wednesday, September 10th and Wednesday, October 1st. And they don't normally do Milwaukee Night Market in October, but the July Night Market got postponed because of bad weather. So embrace the joy that is downtown Milwaukee. Dog walking, funny sniffing buddies. You can get great local food, great local drinks, and you can sing karaoke. You can experience pop-up art. It's really a fun time. So Milwaukee Night Market. I am going to go inside to the WTMJ studio just inside 3rd Street Market Hall for the bonus hour of What's on Tap. So don't go anywhere. Stay with me. We're going to talk George Webb hamburgers and more. And we also want to know more of your reactions to the Milwaukee Brewers win. So jump on and join the conversation on the Siding Unlimited WTMJ Talk and Text line. Share your Brewers joy at 855-616-1620. News is next.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a good karma brand station.
My gut tells me that this summer heat's gonna last, and that means your AC's gonna be put through the paces. Now, we all know that AC can take a licking and keep on ticking, especially if it's an Armstrong. But when yours needs to be put out to pasture, call Quality. With over 70 vehicles on the road, we'll be there in a hurry. And with over 60 years of experience, how can you go wrong?
Call Quality for the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality. Heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric. Nobody likes it when their old water heater sings its last song. But if there's a positive side to it, say you upgrade now with a tankless water heater. That means instant hot water on demand. Those old water heaters aren't exactly efficient either, but you ride them as long as you can. And when they can't do the job anymore, call Quality. Whether it's drain cleaning, snaking, or taking care of a leaky pipe or faucet.
Call Quality for the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality. Heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric.
And the raccoon was wearing a necktie.
Never laugh next to the Theon table at Penny Mustard.
Why not?
The Theon table is proper, stoic, and no nonsense.
It has good table manners.
Stop that.
The Theon brings something to the table.
Be serious.
All right, Ben.
Let's table this discussion until later.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Come see the Theon table, paired with 6 Herald chairs, starting at $47.95 at Penny Mustard.
Showrooms in Milwaukee and Chicago.
PennyMustard.com.
The 2025 Metro Builders Association Parade of Homes presented by Nuns. See 12 new homes by MBA Builders in 2 Menominee Falls neighborhoods, Quietwood and Bella Vista Estates. See the latest new home designs, grand finishes, and cutting-edge features in convenient subdivision locations that offer exciting opportunities to build your dream home. Don't miss the Metro Builders Association Parade of Homes, August 9th through September 1st. For tickets and hours, visit mbaparadeofhomes.com today.
It's there all day, and it never goes away. I hate pain. It robs us of so much. But if you take action today, your pain could be gone tomorrow. Because at Rejuvenex, we harness the power of Toradol and hyaluronic acid to calm the inflammation and cushion joints. Rejuvenex treatments are safe, they're FDA approved, and in most cases, insurance, including Medicare and Medicaid, pays for them. At as low as $65 per injection per joint, our treatments are affordable. It's not a gimmick. It's pharmacological medicine administered in office in a simple and convenient manner. And with it, our patients have been able to avoid risky surgery and begin to stop the onset of arthritis. I'm Rejuvenex founder Richard Salinas, and here we've made pain treatment as easy and affordable as it can be.
Rejuvenex.
Juvenex.com to request your free paint evaluation.
Get your rock solid guaranteed pre-approval to buy at ACCUNET.com.
Your trusted and relevant source for news, sports, traffic, and weather. We are Wisconsin's radio station. News Radio 620, WTMJ, Milwaukee.
At 8:01, it's 73 degrees. Flood warnings continue for Ozaukee, Kenosha, Waukesha, and Dodge counties. And tonight, clear skies, a low of 63. Thursday, mostly sunny, high of 78. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, I'm Neil Doyle. Governor Tony Evers has requested FEMA support. Over 800 Milwaukee homes were damaged by the flooding, and about a third of those have major damage or worse. That's according to preliminary data from the City of Milwaukee Health Department.
Those numbers are likely to rise as the City of Milwaukee urges residents and businesses to report flood damage to the 211 helpline.
It's critically important for the region to be able to unlock dollars for federal assistance.
MHD Commissioner Dr. Mike Todoridis says they're working to distribute flood cleaning kits
to some of those hardest hit parts of the city. There is a huge demand for those cleaning kits, so we're really trying to be strategic with where we go. And that data for damage reports is the best route to ensure that we know that you need some assistance.
In Walker's Point, Jessica Gatso, WTMJ News.
A dam in Waukesha County in danger of failing appears to have stabilized. Gail Goodchild with the Waukesha County Emergency Management tells Wisconsin's Morning News the Mill Pond Dam in Merton has been reinforced near where a large hole appeared earlier this week.
Things have stabilized with the erosion. With that dam, there's some steel plating that has reinforcement for the structure. If things worsen, we'll certainly let the community know, but it's stabilized at the moment.
The Village of Heartland is still advising residents and businesses along the Bark River to watch for rising water levels. Cafe Hollander in Wauwatosa is cleaning up after the floods destroyed most of its kitchen. Lowland Group's founder and CEO Eric Wagner tells WTMJ.
Our lower level faces right onto the river, and we have a door that leads onto a gangway back there that is now gone, actually. It got wiped away by the river, but most of the water we think came in through that door.
Wagner says restoration work should be finished by mid-September. Today in Europe, America's NATO allies stood firmly with Ukraine's President Zelensky ahead of Friday's face-to-face meeting between President Trump and Russia's Vladimir Putin in Alaska. The European leaders showed a united front that there should be no peace deal without Ukraine's involvement. CBS's Chris Livesay is monitoring developments from Rome.
Russian forces are punching deeper into Ukraine. Their biggest push in about a year. That surge comes as President Donald Trump met virtually today with Ukraine's Volodymyr Zelensky and European leaders, allies who fear Trump's upcoming Alaska summit with Russian President Vladimir Putin could cement Russian gains and possibly cut Ukraine out of the deal. Zelensky says Moscow's offensive is no coincidence. I told the U.S. president that Putin is bluffing. He said Russia is trying to show it can occupy all of Ukraine.
Zelensky insists any talks must start with a ceasefire and include Ukraine directly. Sports, traffic, and weather are next. Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 8:04.
The pulse of the Milwaukee Bucks, straight from a Bucks legend.
Can't get it off. Marcus Johnson will, though. You can't leave him alone for a 12.
Tap into Here District with Marcus Johnson on Bucks Plus. Marcus and his son Chris offer a weekly beat on Bucks basketball. Get your questions answered and hear from the biggest names in basketball. Find Here District with Marcus Johnson at bucks.com/plus on the Bucks app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Are you worried about running out of money in retirement? Wondering about how to pay less taxes? Join me, Tony Drake, for the Retirement Ready Show live every Saturday at noon and Sunday at 7 a.m. on WTMJ 620 or 103.3 FM. We'll talk about smart strategies to help you retire with confidence. Don't miss it.
Drake & Associates LLC is an independent investment advisory firm that offers a variety of different investment vehicles. This commercial is provided for informational purposes only and should not be construed as individual investment advice. Drake & Associates LLC does not provide legal or tax advice. Past performance is not indicative of future performance.
Healthy joints, healthy lifestyle. Vince Vitrano for Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Arthritis, injuries, wear and tear, common joint issues that keep you from doing what you love. At OAW, a visit to the doctor doesn't always mean surgery. Everyone is different. Surgeons, nurses, physical therapists work together to come up with a plan for you. Maybe it's PT, medication, injection, and if you do need surgery like I did, you know you're in the best of hands. Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin, there is a difference. Book an appointment online at orthowisconsin.com.
At Hazelden Betty Ford, treating mental health isn't just about breaking old patterns. It's about braving new ones. As the leader in alcohol and drug treatment for 75 years, we know caring for addiction, anxiety, depression, and trauma goes hand in hand. We're here for you with new tools when life breaks down. Discover your path to better mental health at hazeldenbettyford.org/Wisconsin. Sponsored by Hazelden Betty Ford Foundation.
Time for a WTMJ sports update from the Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all sports desk. Make it 12 straight wins for the Brewers. They beat the Pirates 12-5 this afternoon, and that means free burgers from George Webb. Vice President Ryan Stamm tells Wisconsin's Morning News.
Yeah, I don't know any other restaurant chain or restaurant brand that has something similar to this. I think what makes it just so unique is that it just dates back so far.
George Webb's will announce a burger giveaway date Thursday at noon. Meanwhile, the Brewers a day off Thursday, and then they'll hit the road and start a series in Cincinnati Friday night. Packers are getting set for a joint practice with the Colts. That's happening Thursday in Indianapolis. Take a look at the roads with your WTMJ Time Saver traffic. I-94 westbound at Barker Road. Part of the right shoulder is blocked there due to a crash. And still the right lane closed on I-41 northbound right near County Line Road. That's due to ongoing flooding, partial flooding on that roadway. Time for your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Flood warnings continue. Ozaukee County, that's in effect till Friday. Kenosha County until Saturday. And Waukesha and Dodge counties until further notice. Tonight, mainly clear, a low of 63 degrees. Thursday will be mostly sunny, a high of 78. Plenty of sunshine. Will be warmer Friday, a high of 85. Saturday, partly cloudy, warm and humid. We could see some rain and storm chances, a high of 87. And then Sunday, partly cloudy, still warm, and chances for thunderstorms, a high of 88. In Sheboygan, it's 72 degrees. Right now, 75 in Madison, and it's 73 degrees in Milwaukee. I'm Neil Doyle, Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 8:08.
Your need-to-know cultural snapshot of Wisconsin and beyond. This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee, a deep dive into all things intriguing, riveting, and entertaining. Now, here's your host, Sandy Maxx.
Welcome to a bonus hour of What's on Tap, where you'll get a special Irish Fest preview. Hear from one of the Violent Femmes with a concert update and an honor for the model of Milwaukee's Bronze Fonz sculpture, actor Henry Winkler. But first, it is what the entire state of Wisconsin is buzzing about. Free hamburgers at George Webb restaurants, because your Milwaukee Brewers just achieved the 12-game winning streak.
And a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Would you like fries with that? 12 in a row for the crew.
How do all of us fans get those free George Webb burgers? Hear now from George Webb Vice President Ryan Stamm in this chat earlier today on Wisconsin's Morning News with Eric Bilstad and Telly Hughes in for Vince Vitrano.
Fans shouldn't expect to just roll into George Webb's after the game and get their free burgers today. That's not how this works.
No, please don't do that. We will make an announcement tomorrow on social media and on our website what the payoff, what the giveaway day will be. So we'll do it as quick as we can, and we'll execute it and get it done next week for the fans. But we'll make sure that's communicated starting tomorrow.
Ryan, we know the history of this promotion and how it all got started, and you look at it a lot of times that when you're in something, you don't understand how unique it is. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if you all have done any research. Does any other Major League Baseball team do something like this where a local restaurant will give away a free item because they had a winning streak? And what makes this so unique that George Webb has continued this tradition for so many years?
Yeah, I don't know any other restaurant chain or restaurant brand that has something similar to this. I think what makes it just so unique is that it just dates back so far. I mean, we're talking, back to the 40s and 50s with the Braves. So I think that's what makes it unique, and that's what it builds the excitement, for the city. And I mean, this is a baseball city, right? I mean, baseball is so important to our city. So I think just the history of this promotion just makes it unique.
Have you been checking the beef prices?
They're not in our favor.
No, they're not. They're not at the moment. I was thinking about you guys because last time, according George Webb, you guys gave us some insight on this, that nearly 170,000 free hamburgers were given out back in 1987 when you guys first did this. And then in 2018, you guys served up 90,000 burgers and then gave out a whole bunch of more free burger vouchers, another 100,000 of those. So there's clearly going to be some people wanting some free stuff, Ryan.
Yeah, line them up. Let's do it. I mean, at this point, it's like I said, it's too unique. It's too important for the city. We want to make sure that we fulfill that prediction, and we're gonna get it done.
And Ryan, given that this started in the 40s and it wasn't activated until 1987 for the first time, and then again in 2018, I need a moment of full transparency here. When the Brewers fell short the last time, did you think that you would be thinking about this or having to worry about this again this season?
No. I mean, significant winning streaks don't happen often. I mean, 9 or 10 game winning streaks, those are 4, 5 every 6 years.
Right.
But to do it three times this year alone, I mean, this team is special. I mean, they're unstoppable.
I don't know if you remember what you said to us last time. So Ryan joined us the last time they won 11 games in a row, and then they lost 1-0 to the Mariners. I told you about how my in-laws had saved their 1987 wrappers. Like they kept them like in a drawer.
Wow.
And I think I even saw them once. I'm pretty sure my father-in-law showed them to me at one point. and I mentioned that to you, and you said, "Oh, I hope they can bring them to the store because you guys might need those supplies." Because it is more than the meat, right? It's more than the meat that you guys got to deal with as far as prepping for something like this.
Yeah, it definitely it's more than the meat. It's we got to make sure we have everything that goes in that burger, whether it's pickles, onions, ketchup, mustard. People come in, they order fries, they order soda, they order other things. So it's, we got to make sure we're stocked up and ready. And like I said, we've been through this a few times this year, kind of with preparation. So we're ready.
Yeah, you guys are a well-oiled machine. You know exactly what you're going to do, how many people are going to get overtime and everything, right?
We're looking forward to the 24 in a row.
Yeah, does it extend? Will it get more if there's 24 in a row? Or we've never explored that?
That's a great question. We've never been there, so who knows?
We have some ideas. I bet Telly and I could come up with something there for you.
Maybe not a burger, maybe something else like
full meals. Well, congratulations on this, Ryan. I know that this is an amazing thing, and I know it takes some work too. So we appreciate everything George Webb's is doing for this. I'm sure it's fun, but also there's some work behind it.
Yeah, for sure, and we appreciate you guys getting the word out, and go Brewers.
Yeah, go Brewers. Thank you, Ryan. Ryan Stamm, the VP of George Webb Restaurants.
Set your taste buds for winning. And we will update you here on WTMJ tomorrow as soon as that noon announcement is made by George Webb Restaurants. What is a Grand Hoolie? One of the many fun events that are part of this year's Irish Fest. Get a special Irish Fest preview of what's going on this weekend with Celtic MKE's Melissa Ward next on What's on Tap.
Visit family-owned Ken Michaels Furniture and our in-store design centers where you'll still find beautiful, luxurious, heirloom-quality American-made furniture. Right now, save 30 to 35% store-wide and take advantage of our complimentary design services. Whether you're moving, renovating, or updating, our designers will help your vision become a reality. Visit Ken Michaels Furniture in Brookfield on Capitol Drive and in Greenfield on Highway 100 to save 30 to 35% store-wide today. Sleep better and save more with mattresses from Milwaukee Mattress and Ken Michaels Furniture. Handcrafted in our Milwaukee factory, our mattresses utilize natural materials like cotton cushioning, which dissipates body heat, Joma wool quilts for warm wintry nights and cool summer evenings, and natural latex providing superior conformability and pressure relief for aching joints. Stop in today at any Ken Michaels Furniture store and save up to 50% compared to national brands.
Your first time biking to work. Your new helmet? Secure. Your bike? Road ready. You got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with Access Checking. It's maintenance fee-free with no minimum balance requirements. So even if down the road that bike needs a little maintenance, at least your checking account won't. You've got this with Access Checking from Associated Bank. See associatedbank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
When it rains, it pours. But sometimes it hails. Or worse.
That tornado warning again is for Fond du Lac and Dodge County. We also have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect right now.
Keep us within reach for Fleet Farm Storm Team alerts.
Even if a tornado does not touch down, we know that there are powerful straight line winds.
On 620 WTMJ and WTMJ.com. What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx is back on WTMJ.
You're going to hear a lot of those sounds straining through the air Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday because the annual Milwaukee Irish Fest happens this weekend at Henry Meyer Festival Park. And it is such a fine, fine tradition, and it welcomes everyone. And with a special preview on Irish Fest Eve, I am delighted to welcome from Celtic MKE, Melissa Ward. Melissa, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, thank you for making time. I can only imagine the preparations and plans that are going on right now before the Grand Hoolie starts tomorrow. What is the Grand Hoolie preview?
Yeah, we're definitely keeping ourselves busy, but we're setting up, and our team is doing a great job getting ready for opening day tomorrow, and we're just really excited that it's almost here, what we've been waiting all year for. But yeah, so tomorrow is the Grand Hoolie, which is what we call the Irish Fest preview night. So only a portion of our grounds are actually open. We have about 3 stages open, some food and drink vendors. But it's a really great way to get an idea of who's performing all weekend long, how to discover some of the new artists that are making their debut at the festival this year, and just getting a sense of what to expect throughout the rest of the weekend. And so we're really looking forward to kicking things off tomorrow already at 5:00 p.m. Like we're ready to go.
I'm so glad. And Melissa, I finally got to my first Irish Fest, and I've lived here a while. I will just confess. Well, it was 2018, so it wasn't last year, but I just still felt like it was too long for me to get there. And you just mentioned that there will be 3 music tents open Thursday evening for the Grand Hoolie preview. But how many music and entertainment tents are there on the grounds during Irish Fest?
This year at Irish Fest, we will have 18 stages of nonstop music, dance, and cultural entertainment.
And it's everything, like, the trad music to singer-songwriters to energetic kind of punky rock. There's a wide variety on those smaller stages. And then who's on the main stage this year?
We have, as you said, a really great variety of genres that people can just discover and enjoy at the festival. What's great about these artists from Ireland is, yes, they play traditional Irish music, but it's important for us to also feature the artists that are playing what we call the contemporary sounds of Ireland today. And so a lot of that is the music that you hear over here, right? So you're going to hear singer-songwriter, you're going to hear a little bit of rock, you're going to hear some indie folk. And we have a Celtic EDM artist coming this year for the first time. We have a hip-hop rap artist from Ireland coming for the first time. And a lot of returning favorites at the festival as well. We have Gadon. They are an Irish bluegrass group from Italy playing Irish bluegrass music with We Banjo Three's Enda Scahill. they made their debut at Irish Fest last year, and I think they just blew everyone out of the water. They had a great crowd all weekend long, so we're super excited to have them back. And then we have Celtic rock group Scaryvore from Scotland celebrating 20 years as a band at our festival with an exclusive anniversary show on Saturday, August 16th at 9 p.m. at the Aer Lingus stage. They're going to bring a whole bunch of special guests up on stage, and it's basically just going to be one big Celtic rock party. And so we're really looking forward to seeing that show
Melissa,
this weekend.
I
feel like our patrons are going to love it too.
Yeah, well, especially to have a unique, exclusive show like that. Why do you think Scaryvore chose Irish Fest to do such an exclusive and special performance?
Scaryvore and quite a few other artists have always come back to Irish Fest and told us that Irish Fest became a launching pad for them and their careers, and being able to have the chance to play here in the United States and to get the platform to be on stage and have patrons discover their music is what allows many of these bands to be able to perform full time. And so for Scaryvore to come to us and say, hey, we want our special show to be at your festival, it honestly was just an incredible moment to hear that conversation and say, we want this to be with you guys, to celebrate it together, all of these years that you guys have supported us and vice versa. And so it just feels like a big welcome home gathering, really. So it's really exciting.
That's great, Melissa. And now we've talked a lot about the music because that's something I'm very passionate and very excited about. But what else? Like, what are the foods that will be served and the drinks that will be served that are truly Irish and capture that Irish flavor?
One of our new food vendors this year is Heritage Meat Pies, and they're actually coming all the way from Kansas City to the festival, and they're going to offer what they call a variety of short-crusted Scottish pastries. And their entire menu is gluten-free and vegan. And so it's basically this little crusted Scottish pastry with a variety of flavors. You can get steak and mushroom, you can get curry lamb, you can get curry chicken, regular chicken. So that's a new addition to the festival that we're really looking forward to people being able to discover and enjoy. And then we have our typical Irish cuisine favorites like bangers and mash, shepherd's pie, and then people can also get, cheeseburgers from Miss Katie's Diner, and Scotch eggs from Ward House of Prime, things like that. And then we have a couple of new Jameson slushies that we are debuting at our Cool Zone bar at the festival this weekend. And one of the new flavors that I'm really looking forward to trying is the Jameson Orange Strawberry Lemonade slushie. It's a lot to say, but it sounds very flavorful.
Sounds like a perfect summer sip and drink for sure.
Yes, exactly. And it will be a little hot at the grounds this weekend. In the 80s is what it's looking like so far. So this slushie sounds like the perfect drink if you're over 21.
Yeah. And well, you mentioned over 21, but honestly, children 12 and under get in free every day. You don't even need a ticket. So what are some of the family events for kids?
Yeah. Honestly, one of the things we love most about Irish Fest is that we have an entire area dedicated to children and families that is just filled with family-friendly programming. We have 2 dedicated children's stages that is exclusively for children's entertainment. So it's everything from storytellers, Irish dance performances, musicians, and a couple of them even offer the kids a chance to get up on stage and learn how to Irish dance themselves or be a part of the story, which is really cool. And then we have an activities and craft station where people can do Irish-themed crafts and activities that they can actually take home with them when they're done. And then they also can do Irish sports. We have a couple of different areas on the grounds where they can do Irish sporting demonstrations. They can learn how to hurl. So in Ireland, there's a really big sport that's super popular called hurling. And so we have a whole area where kids and adults can try their hand at hurling. It's basically a stick that you throw a ball much like a baseball and try to hit it with a baseball bat, except it's with a hurling stick. And then we also have curragh races along the lagoon. And for those who may not know what a curragh is, it's Gaelic, which is the Irish language for wooden boat. And so in Ireland, it was tradition to row and race in a wooden Irish fishing boat. And so you can catch races on Saturday and Sunday at the festival in these wooden boats. And our local Milwaukee Curragh Club actually hosts those, which is really cool.
Melissa, I love the blend of local and international. Like there's just so much, and you can be as casual and laid back as you want, or you can be as active as you want at Irish Fest.
Absolutely.
It's wonderful. Before I let you go, thank you so much for this preview. It's just, you could go all 4 days or all 3.5 days and not have the same experience. It's such a rich experience to have Milwaukee Irish Fest. I have 2 questions for you. How does Milwaukee Irish Fest compare in size to other United States festivals of Irish culture?
The fact that we have a 75-acre festival park, permanent festival park to be able to work with is second to none for us. I mean, that alone already sets us apart, and just having a permanent facility to be able to come and produce the festival that we produce. We also rely on 4,300 volunteers to make this festival happen, and that is just an incredible number for us to be able to say that all these people want to help us produce the most welcoming and safe and friendly festival that we can for 4 days straight. And it's just a very welcoming place, regardless of who you are, where you're from. Like, all ages are welcome. And it's not just the scope of all that we offer. Like, as we've talked about, yes, we have a variety of music, we have a variety of dance, we have a variety of culture, but we have a lot of unique, what I call hidden gem-like things down on the grounds. We have an extensive tourism area where folks can literally book a trip to Ireland on the spot with exclusive deals on airfare, hotels, etc., which is really, really amazing. And that's something that you don't see at other festivals, certainly Irish festivals across the states. And so we're really grateful that we have that area and that we actually have Irish dignitaries and tourism experts from Ireland that come just to our festival to be able to represent their counties.
That's cool. And like you said, there's just yet another level of, yes, you're going to be surrounded by people who enjoy Irish culture and have Irish DNA, but to actually be able to talk to people who are from Ireland and excited to be here to share the Irish story. That is just wonderful. Melissa Ward from Celtic MKE, thanks for all that you do to keep Irish Fest as vibrant and interesting as it is.
Well, thank you. We're really excited for the weekend to be here, and we can't wait to welcome people home August 14th through 17th for 4 days of music and crack, which is Irish for fun, and that's what we're going to have.
I wish you grand crack and a good Jameson slushy.
Yes, absolutely.
She is Melissa Ward of Celtic MKE. Get more info, plan your visit at irishfest.com. More What's on Tap and your chance to win free concert tickets to see Morgan Freeman coming up on What's on Tap.
In 1964, we were making strides towards space travel.
Mary Poppins was the #1 movie in theaters.
And the Beatles were taking America by storm.
Which was long before I was born.
Facts. 1964 is also the year it all started for Richland's Tire and Service Centers. 60 years of continuous growth and more happy customers than you can shake a stick at.
Okay, the streamers are a bit overkill. It's just us in the studio.
Well, all right. But it's important to know accomplishments like these aren't possible without a dedicated team. So hats off to them and our founder, my dad, Dick Mitchke, for understanding the importance of customer focus.
Facts. There's no 60 years of anything without you, the customer, which is why our focus will remain on you and only you for years to come.
Thank you from all of us here at Richland's Tire and Service Centers.
Richland's Tire and Service, such a refreshing change. Richland's.
This change has leveled us up while being able to maintain the same quality of service that we've always provided, with no upfront fees and 1.9% real estate commission. We're proud to be part of the Century 21 family, so you can move fearlessly with the added confidence of top-of-the-line marketing for maximum home exposure. And that means more eyeballs and the real potential for the highest price for your home. This is Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty, benefit-realty.com, where you pay less for full service. Each office is independently owned and operated. With the ability to market luxury homes on a higher scale than ever before, Century 21 Benefit Realty has taken a huge step forward to tap into a global network of buyers. Maximum exposure to spotlight your unique home with our fine homes and estates marketing so you can sell it for the highest price. And with no upfront fees and 1.9% real estate commission, you win. This is Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty, benefit-realty.com, where you pay less for full service. Each office is independently owned and operated.
Looking for books, movies, digital tools, exciting programs, and more? Milwaukee County Public Libraries have it all, totally free. One library card opens the doors to all 27 public libraries in the county. Kids can dive into story times and STEAM kits full of fun and discovery, while adults can join book clubs, sharpen career skills, or take online classes in everything from tech to language learning. Head to findmylibrary.org to begin exploring libraries and open up a world of unlimited access to learning and fun.
Get inside the mind of Mark Tauscher.
The older players on the other team will come and just kind of, what they call it is, we're going to try to find the fish. And you don't want to be the fish.
On Wisconsin's Morning News, every day at 7:50.
So my welcome to the NFL moment is, as I get in my stance, they give me the little smirk like, buckle up. Thing is, you see it on film, every special teams coach is going to say, there's the fish.
Mark Tauscher, presented by Hello Windows and Doors of Wisconsin and Kohler Services. Welcome back to What's on Tap on WTMJ.
I'm Sandy Maxx. I got to tell you, there are going to be people lining up for free George Webb cheeseburgers. Well, hamburgers. Sorry, I've got to kick it up a notch, don't I? Free George Webb hamburgers are coming to us thanks to your Milwaukee Brewers and their 12-game winning streak that they achieved this afternoon at American Family Field. Now, don't go to George Webb expecting your free burger just yet. Tomorrow at noon is when George Webb Restaurants will announce the exact date that we can all show up and get our tasty burger thanks to the Brewers. And we'll keep you updated here at WTMJ because we loved bringing you that baseball game live. And go Brewers. And people are lining up. They're going to line up for I keep saying cheeseburgers. People are going to line up for hamburgers at George Webb, but WTMJ's Jessica Ty sent us in the newsroom where people are lining up tonight, Shank Hall. And it's not like for preview passes for Spinal Tap 2. No, it's a pop-up Machine Gun Kelly show, a free surprise MGK show. And the line was wrapped all the way down the block, down Ogden, even went down Prospect for a few blocks to see MGK. And if you've ever been to Shank Hall, it's an intimate club, as we like to call it, with a tiny Stonehenge hanging over the stage. So if you've been wondering what all that commotion is, action-packed at Shank Hall on owner Peter Jess's birthday eve. So he's got a busy week ahead of him. And speaking of concerts, I am very intrigued and excited to share with you that Morgan Freeman, yes, that Academy Award winner, Morgan Freeman, hey, Brian Kelly, can you give me one of those good Morgan Freeman quotes?
Everybody in is innocent. Did you know that?
Oh, yeah. Shawshank Redemption. Yes, that Morgan Freeman. It turns out he has a massive love for the blues and has done a ton of research and has put together Morgan Freeman's Symphonic Blues Experience with the Milwaukee Symphony Orchestra, the Riverside Theater, November 2nd. You can get tickets at pabstheatergroup.com, and it is my thrill to treat you to a pair of tickets right now. This is going to be really cool. Morgan Freeman's Symphonic Blues Experience, a soul-stirring odyssey through the heart of the Mississippi Delta, where the blues were born, and guided by the legendary voice of Academy Award winner Morgan Freeman, who will be there in person, not just narrating this, he's presenting this. It's an immersive musical performance. It fuses the raw, aching power of authentic Delta blues with the grandeur of a symphony orchestra, creating a soundscape that's both deeply rooted and breathtakingly expansive. So don't miss your chance right now. The Sighting Unlimited WTMJ Talk and Text line is 855-616-1620. Call 855-616-1620 to win tickets for this masterful cinematic masterpiece and experience with Academy Award winner Morgan Freeman, the Riverside Theater, November 2nd. I took a look at the set list, which has a lot of great blues. Robert Johnson, that kind of Sam Cooke, who you just heard. It's going to be way cool. B.B. King. It's going to be very cool. If you would like to be there, caller 16 for 16 songs, 855-616-1620. Good luck.
It was an honor to be portrayed by the golden-voiced Morgan Freeman. That man could read the phone book and make it sound interesting. 555-3492. Just listen to that rich molasses.
My gut tells me that this summer heat's gonna last, and that means your AC's gonna be put through the paces. Now, we all know that AC can take a licking and keep on ticking, especially if it's an Armstrong. But when yours needs to be put out to pasture, call Quality. With over 70 vehicles on the road, we'll be there in a hurry. And with over 60 years of experience, how can you go wrong?
Call Quality for the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality. Heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric. I don't have to tell you that a lot of dust and other junk collects in your ductwork. And it doesn't just sit there. It's blowing around in your home. And that jeopardizes your home health. The commercial industrial duct cleaning system we use at Quality darn near sucked the shirt right off our tech the first time he used it. Believe me, not everybody has this powerful of a system. It's unlike any other. At Quality, you get the best duct cleaning, period. So call Quality first for your duct cleaning needs.
For the signature service you deserve.
As the kiddos get ready to get back to school, you can find really great back-to-school savings at St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores. School supplies and some surprisingly cool clothing too. And teachers, you get an additional discount. Get the best back-to-school bargains at St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores on Highway 100 in Layton and Greenfield, 23rd in Lincoln, and 76th and Bradley Road in Milwaukee.
You're gonna love it. St. Vincent de Paul.
With over 57 years of experience, family-owned Yutka Fence installs high-quality fencing with residential options including vinyl, wood, aluminum, chain link, and ornamental fences. Committed to craftsmanship and customer service, Yutka Fence doesn't just build fences, they build relationships based on care, trust, precision, and protecting what matters most. Mention you're a WTMJ fan for 10% off your project. Schedule your free estimate today at yutkafence.com or call 262-859-3226.
WTMJ's Vince Vitrano talking with Dr. Mike Nolte at Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Doc, a lot of people are hesitant to visit a surgeon for spine care.
The good news is that the vast majority of patients that I see and the majority of conditions that I can see can be successfully treated without surgery. And I don't want patients to think that just because you're seeing a spine surgeon means that you're going to be signing up for surgery. We talk about in my clinic kind of a plan A, a plan B, and a plan C.
Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin, there is a difference. orthowisconsin.com.
For over a century, local radio has evolved with the needs of the community. From politics to pop culture, we keep you informed, bringing you the most relevant news, online, on air, and on the go. You have trusted us with your news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Trust us to keep moving with you. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress local broadcasting is here to stay.
You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx on WTMJ.
Congratulations, Tim in Madison was the winning caller for a pair of tickets to Morgan Freeman's Symphonic Blues Experience with the Milwaukee Symphony Orchestra. It's going to be an incredible show. November 2nd at the Riverside Theater. Another pair of tickets to give away tomorrow on What's on Tap. So make plans to join me tomorrow at 6 on What's on Tap. So Morgan Freeman, Riverside Theater, November 2nd with that incredible blues experience. Well, guess who else is going to be at the Riverside Theater? Violent Femmes, who you just heard there with Gone Daddy Gone, and it's so cool. Like, they are just one of those signature Milwaukee bands. No other city has a band quite like the trio that was Violent Femmes. It started in the 80s, and not only will they be performing on October 18th, there's a new show, and the original trio, Gordon Gano, Brian Ritchie, and Victor DiLorenzo, and then they had a personnel change with drummer John Sparrow 2 decades ago, and John Sparrow joined Wisconsin's Morning News this week to reveal the news of this second show on Sunday, October 19th at the Riverside Theater, and Wisconsin's Morning News asked if he had any preference for playing any particular album of Violent Femmes music, maybe older or newer.
This month here in August, this is my 20th anniversary being with the band. I started off behind Victor, Right. I'm friends with Victor, And so in that regard, it was really cool because I looked up to him, and my first concert was Violent Femmes. I don't know if you know that or if you read it online. So, no, I don't have any kind of predisposition to any era or anything like that. No. I love all the music, including the stuff that I've been with. I really respect all of it. You know what I mean? And I love all of it.
So your first show you saw was the Femmes?
That's right. Marcus Amphitheater. They were opening up for the B-52s in 1991. That was my first rock concert. That was, I was so freaked out because I didn't know what a mosh pit was. My buddy had taken me to the show, and he's like, "You want to go see this?" And I said, "Well, yeah, I love them." Because as a drummer, I loved what Victor was doing with the brushes, and I could relate to that being a jazz guy. So I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I'll go see those guys. Yeah, this is awesome." But I got scared because everybody was, right when the Femmes started, they started rushing the stage. And I'm like, what's going on? Is there like a riot? So it was really quite, no, I'm not kidding. It was quite the experience. But yeah, they were my first show. And then ironically, it was, 2013, when we played at the Marcus Amphitheater with Victor. We were on stage getting ready for sound check. And Brian said, "Oh, yeah, so when's the last time we played here?" And I said, 1991. I sat right over there.
I know that.
Yep. Yeah. Here's the other thing, too. We're still firing on all cylinders.
Yeah.
It's great to be a part of the history, too, if you think about it, right? Now, you're asking me about the music and what I prefer to play, but also, the honor to be a part of the history. Now, I'm only half of the history, right?
When a band has been around as long as the Femmes have, obviously there's a sound that we all know. Is there a desire or an urge to ever, tweak it, or is it like, nope, you got to just play the hits how the hits are played?
Well, that's interesting. So these last few tours we've been playing the Hollow Ground album first, taking intermission, and then doing the first album, right?
Yeah, awesome.
So that was part of the programming. Oftentimes when we do radio or TV, we're definitely not that band that doesn't want to play that song. We all love playing Blister.
Awesome.
I can say so. Yeah, no, there's no. As far as I know, there's no demand.
Talking with John Sparrow of the Violent Femmes, second show added now at the Riverside for that appearance.
That's right.
In October.
Sunday, October 19th at the Riverside.
Amazing, John. So I'm also curious. I think we take for granted. I think particularly those of us who've been around Femmes music for these 4 decades or whatever, how hard it is, even in different variations as this band has gone through, for a band to largely stick together or to still be around and making relevant music through 4 different decades. Think of how many different generations, how many different types of music have sort of come and gone and been in vogue and not. I think we take that for granted given what we've heard from the Femmes.
We are all having fun. Everybody gets along. We have a great time doing it. And it's kind of cute because when you see in the audience, there's a grandmother, there's the daughter, and then the granddaughter, or whatever it is, the combination. And you're like, I know Brian and Gordon, they noticed that, and I certainly go, wow, this is how cool. Isn't it a fantastic thing? I think it's iconic. And then we just played with My Chemical Romance in Seattle, and we met 2 of the guys in the band. We went down there. They were and the one fella, he was so nervous, excited. And think about that, to influence all these different generations. The Femmes are a rite of passage, And Milwaukee, I think, certainly should be very, very proud that we can call the Femmes our own. And that music has inspired generations and will continue to. Nobody sounds like Violent Femmes. Come on, right? So it's really something special.
We're just so proud always. Yeah. Again, like kids who grew up here, when you hear about one of our own, some of our own making it, you're like, yeah, that's us. That's us. Look at us.
Well, you know what's kind of cool? Those lines is so Peter Jess is the promoter for this for these 2 shows here at the Riverside, right? Well, Peter was actually, when I had my rock bands coming up, he was a big part of helping me kind of elevate my career in a lot of ways, And, he actually, and that was into 20 years. Well, no, 35 years I've been playing music. But he actually tour managed for the Femmes for a short time. So he's got a deep connection. It's a strong community. And Peter's a big part of that. And So I don't know if that, just something that came to mind. He's a big part of this too. So
Credit where credit's due. Violent Femmes drummer for the past 20 years, John Sparrow, giving shout-outs to concert promoter Peter Jest of Shank Hall, who I was just talking about, and original Violent Femmes drummer Victor DiLorenzo in that conversation with Wisconsin's Morning News' Eric Bilstead and Vince Vitrano as Violent Femmes announced their second show in October at Milwaukee's Riverside Theater, October 19th. That first show sold out quickly, so don't wait. Tickets are on sale now if you want to get them. PabstTheaterGroup.com. It'll be the closing night of their tour in their hometown, so expect a special musical experience for longtime fans and newcomers to the Violent Femmes sounds. The man who is the model for the Bronze Fonz, he has a new honor. Find out next on What's on Tap.
Hey, this is WTMJ Steve Scavini for QC Kinetics. You ever wake up with that pain in your back or your elbow? In my case, it's my elbow, or your knee or your other joints. Well, how about doing something about it? I went to QC Kinetics. I talked to Dr. Ashley Caravelli and their team and scheduled my treatments, 5 treatments throughout the summer, to make me feel better, to use my own body to help restore and repair this damaged joint, in my case, the elbow, using natural therapies, no surgery, none of the pills, no masking of the injuries that are bothering you. You can even bring your own x-rays and MRIs to QC Kinetics for a free no-pressure chat, and you can find out if you're a good candidate. Worst case, you learn something new about yourself. Do what I did. Go to QC Kinetics. You will find out what is ailing you. You'll help your body heal itself. Here's the number, 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. Don't wait. Call now. QC Kinetics.
You know, most mulch is reclaimed from landfills, but Erickson's mulch is ground from whole trees. Yep, we process the mulch ourselves to keep the prices nice and low, and use only premium colorant so the beautiful look of new mulch lasts. At Erickson's, we never skimp, and that's why first-time shoppers become repeat customers. Erickson's Landscape Supply. High-quality mulch and stone for a whole lot less. Commercial or residential, visit ericksonslandscapesupply.com to see our entire selection. How do we keep our prices so low? That's easy. We've removed the middlemen. Yep, most landscape suppliers have a couple of them in there, and that's okay. But each one of those men in the middle means a higher cost for your mulch, decorative stone, flagstone, and boulders. Feel free to check around. For the quality of our products, you won't find better prices. Erickson's Landscape Supply. High-quality mulch and stone for a whole lot less. Commercial or residential, visit ericksonslandscapesupply.com to see our entire selection.
Hey, my friends over at Colders just told me they're doing something big. They're discounting their entire store by 10% Friday through Monday. John Mercure here. They only do this sale once a year. And as a Colders insider, and hey, that's you, you're hearing about it here first. It's called the Everything Under the Sun sale. That extra 10% comes off of their already marked down prices. Furniture, appliances, mattresses, even home decor, all with an extra 10% off. If you've had your eye on a new sectional, like one I just got at Colders, a better mattress, or maybe that appliance you've been putting off replacing, now's the time, and honestly, who doesn't love stacking savings? I always say Colders knows how to take care of their customers. This is proof. Locally owned, family run, 4 locations across southeast Wisconsin, or you can even shop online at Colders.com. That's extra 10% off. Works online too. Use code EVERYTHING10 at checkout. Clock's ticking. Do it now. Don't miss out. Friday through Monday at Colders.
Step up to quality furniture. Get more for your money at Colders.
This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx.
Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days.
Don't you dare roll your eyes at me playing this song. Happy Days, the TV series set in Milwaukee that brought us the man who made these sounds.
Hey! Whoa.
Yes, the Bronze Fonz. Henry Winkler, the man who portrayed Fonzie in Happy Days and has been in so many other movies and TV shows. Henry Winkler, and by the way, has an incredible reputation as being a genuinely nice man. And as an author, he is being inducted into the Television Academy Hall of Fame on Saturday. It's the 27th Hall of Fame. 150 other people have been in there. First. I think he's overdue. Now, the funny thing to me also is that although it's the Television Academy Hall of Fame, this ceremony will not be televised. So just think good thoughts and raise a glass to Henry Winkler on Saturday. But as you can imagine, the Hall of Fame honors persons who have made outstanding contributions in the arts, sciences, or management of television over a lifetime career or via singular achievements. Oh, Henry Winkler has had a lifetime of a career, 3 Emmys. He's a producer, director, and like I mentioned, he's been a best-selling author. His memoir, heck, he was in Milwaukee at the Oriental Theater at a book signing and presentation last October, and he celebrated 50 years of success in Hollywood in 2024. So think about it. Happy Days, of course. I am a huge Arrested Development fan.
There's a chance we don't have to go to trial. Absolutely. And I say we take it because we will never get an offer this good again.
Wow.
Great. What's the offer? Well, I didn't read it. Well, I just got it yesterday. FYI, I'm trying to get back into the dating world.
So, wasn't a great lawyer in Arrested Development, but I love that, there's that thread because Arrested Development was created by Ron Howard, and they go back to what? Yes, Happy Days. So just really talented people, and he's in Barry, American Horror Stories, New Girl, Parks and Recreation, and then that's just in front of the camera. He's also produced and directed a lot of TV series and specials, including MacGyver, which entertains me, and All Kids Do It, which won a Daytime Emmy Award for Best Director for him. So really big congratulations to Henry Winkler and Being Henry. If you haven't picked up his memoir, I can recommend it. Just a really all-around good man with versatility because you think of Fonzie, that's comedic, Arrested Development, and then this is a clip from Barry in which he played Barry's a comedy, but it's a dark comedy. This is a clip of Henry Winkler in Barry.
I once auditioned for the guy that robbed the house on Full House. And I carried a loaded Beretta with me into the audition just to feel the weight of it. Wow. Did you get the part? Oh, they freaked out.
So yes, he plays an acting teacher in Barry, so I can recommend that. So again, congratulations to Henry Winkler, who on Saturday will be inducted to the Television Academy Hall of Fame. And next, what's on tap for tomorrow? Ooh, I think you'll like it. Next.
If you're feeling vibrations in your steering wheel after reaching speeds of over 50 miles per hour, you should bring it into Richlands and let us fix it for you.
If your brakes are making weird noises or feel strange every time you apply them, you should bring it into Richlands and let us fix it for you.
If your engine light is on, you should bring it to Richlands.
And let us fix it for you, because there isn't an auto service repair job on the planet that our service techs can't fix.
Courtney's right. Just check out some of our Google reviews. A whole lot of stars means a whole lot of happy customers.
Proof's in the pudding. So whether you need factory scheduled maintenance
or tires, brakes, and suspension service, we've got your back.
5 conveniently located facilities, all AAA approved.
And all staffed by ASE certified technicians. I'm Brett Matchke, and the next time you're due for service,
bring it into Richlands and let us fix it for you.
Richlands Tire and Service, such a refreshing change. Richlands.
Making an Impact, sponsored by Grainger. Vincent Panizzo was a grad student working on his PhD, but then he felt compelled to help those in need, and that's when he created Mission for the Homeless.
I have to make sure that they're okay. I have to sort of triage and see if they do they have any infections? Do they need to go to the hospital? Do they need to be taken off the streets immediately?
For the ones who get it done, Grainger offers the professional-grade products you need, delivered when and where you need them. Call clickgrainger.com or just stop by.
William is one of millions of Americans who uses GoodRx to save on the cost of their prescriptions.
My oldest daughter, Camilla, 2 days old, she had to have open heart surgery. All of a sudden, she's on 5 different medications. It adds up at the end of the month. Me and the pharmacist got so tight. She said, GoodRx, save you a lot of money. Saving that extra $200-300 a month. We're able to do all these extra activities, so it puts less stress on our household, and it puts less stress on our pockets.
Download the free app or visit GoodRx.com and start saving today. GoodRx user compensated for their time. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance.
Ever heard of omakase? It's the hottest dining trend in Milwaukee, and at St. Kate, the Arts Hotel, they're taking omakase to a whole new level. Imagine an intimate chef-guided journey through multiple courses of fresh, artfully crafted sushi prepared right in front of you. On What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx this week, I'll talk with the St. Kate team about this unforgettable experience, and you'll get a sneak peek at a special tribute dinner coming this fall for serious food lovers. Don't miss this delicious conversation on What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx, Thursday starting at 6.
Get the help you need Saturday morning with How To Radio. At 7, it's the WTMJ Fix-It Show with David Nason, featuring this week's guest, Siding Unlimited. At 9, plan your dream vacation with the Fox World Travel Show. At 10, get financial guidance during Money Talk. Contact Annex Wealth Management for an unbiased review of your investments at annexwealth.com. How To Radio, Saturday mornings on WTMJ. What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx is back on WTMJ.
Just give me the night. Thank you to everyone who stopped by Milwaukee Night Market tonight. It was really fun broadcasting live right there on the tent in Wisconsin Avenue for the block party tonight. And there are 2 more, September 10th and October 1st. So circle your calendar for those Wednesdays because it's such a great vibe. And thank you to my guests, Sweet Caroline, Sweet Corn's Heidi Harrow, Above MKE drone photographer Charlie Antoine, Makery Mavens, Ellen Albertson, artist extraordinaire, and Chef Tamisha Patrice from Baked Dreams Cafe and Dessert Shop, Alyssa Miller, who brought over her hammer and showed the art that she makes out of leather, Blue Mountain Co., and also Irish Fest's Melissa Ward for such a great preview of Irish Fest, which kicks off tomorrow with the Grand Hoolie. Thursday evening at 5, and then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, just all the wonderful Irish entertainment. And also big thanks to the Good Karma Brands promo street team, Max, Jake, and Naya, who kept the show flowing out on Milwaukee Night Market, and producer Brian Kelly, because without all the team, I would just be standing there and watching people walk by, including Hamburger Man, which if you have a chance, go back and watch the WTMJ YouTube live stream. There are a lot of Brewers fans roaming Milwaukee Night Market tonight. A man who was dressed with a hamburger outfit joined me and was exactly a Milwaukee Brewers fan like you would want. And it did occur to me, like, how do you even have this? And he has had the hamburger outfit in his closet. He's been waiting to get it out for just such an occasion. So just so much fun. And tomorrow on What's on Tap, unfortunately, the flooding over the weekend just affected so many people, including the Milwaukee Repertory Theater. And they have a new production facility in Wauwatosa, and it was under 3 feet of water. And what is the damage to their equipment, to their sets, to their props? We'll get an update with Chad Bauman from the Milwaukee Repertory Theater when he's my guest in the studio tomorrow. And by this time tomorrow, we will know when we can get our free George Webb hamburgers. Tomorrow at noon is when that announcement will be, thanks to the Brewers' 12-game winning streak. So go Brewers, and thank you for listening to What's on Tap, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ.